We want to. I want to get into
like
this
my
more
soul.
once.
We'll
I want to get
it.
into that more once we start talking.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm gonna start it now. Are you guys ready?
All right.
Okay.
Ready, set,
Let's go. Let's
I
go.
forgot my water.
This
Is,
where we
is there
dance.
supposed to be jamming?
See,
We're
Harold
jamming
is
to
already
music.
like pumped for
I know. I was like, where's
Yes!
the okay.
Oh my god!
And we are live. Hi everyone, I am Nick,
And I'm Maria.
and we have
The Harold. Wow.
No More Bricks.
Something's on your face.
And today's special guest is
That guy.
Rapture Raccoon,
I like the subtitle.
aka Ryan.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
How there?
Oh.
So I'm always running down like very last minute because someone has to be slightly Filipino time, but like within
But people
time
watching
frame.
don't know that you're.
yeah. And it's usually the guests, and Nick's always like saying, "Yep, I told you." She's always like last minute, but I swear, like I'm upstairs, I'm like doing a million things in the last 2 seconds, and I forgot my hot water.
But welcome to
Oh.
Full of Brick, Season
Oh,
4,
yeah.
Episode 45.
Like my
And
age.
Today is November 24th, 2023, aka Black Friday.
Oh my gosh! Thank you everyone for joining us.
And today, our
on
special
this Black
guest
Friday.
is Rapture Raccoon.
Rapture.
Raptor or Rapture?
Rapture.
Rapture.
Because
like a
Raptor is a
Raccoon.
dinosaur.
Yes, I am not a dinosaur, although I am all your guys' senior by probably 6, 7 years.
No,
8?
We're 45.
We're all just gray now. You turn adult, and it's just one blur of you're how old?
You're not in your
It's
50s,
just
are
a
you?
number.
I'm 51. Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay, there you go.
I'm old.
We're just 2 seconds
Just a
away
second.
from that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I hear you.
There we
Hey,
go.
Brick High.
Hey, Brandon. Yep. No, we totally get it. We're almost there. Baby, there is Harold.
Wait,
right
so
there.
is Ryan our oldest guest
no
that we've had on Full of Brick?
Uh,
Possibly. Because I think
we actually don't ask our guests their age because that's rude.
Yeah,
I think
rude,
Well-
I think Brick Hive would have been the oldest before.
Uh-oh. Brick Hive's gonna be like, what? Why are you calling me out? Send me
So-
a
I
link.
know.
So I've stolen the crown, is what you're saying. So
I think you've stolen the crown.
Are you
That
Perfect.
sure?
I like
the
to
lips
excel
really
at certain things. So I'm glad
See,
it's
Brick
the
Hive
age.
is- Brick Hive is 46.
Oh, and you're really
know.
just 2 seconds away from 46. Like literally. Like we are just turning the corner of the year and then bam, we're right there. But
Are we gonna go into our first segment?
let's do it.
Which is getting to know Raptor.
Rapture.
Why do I
Rapture.
keep saying
No,
Raptor?
Rapture.
I think it's because of the Toronto
like there's
Raptors.
A ch.
It's like
Although
5
when you say
p.m.
the word rapture, I think of biblical stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, the name kind of stems from that. So the rapture is, of course, very many bad things that can happen.
Mhm.
So the name actually came from the Guardians of the Galaxy, the comic book. There was one comic book within that series where Rocket was finding out about his past, and he had an actual brother. If you saw in the movie where Rocket, found out that they were having problems doing the mutation portion
Yes.
of them, and they were evil. Well, his brother was kind of along those lines. Like he was, very vicious, very, wanting to kill and all that kind of stuff. So
was his brother a raccoon, or was he like a different?
He
also a
was.
raccoon?
He was a raccoon. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And did he mutate as like the size of him, or was he like how there are all these little raccoons in the movie?
he, like the way they drew him, he was like probably double the size of Rocket.
Oh.
So if we had Rocket here, he'd be like about yay big.
He'd be like
Oh,
the
right.
size of a regular minifigure.
Yeah, he'd be a Friends minifigure size,
Oh,
compared to
So
the regular.
big raccoon.
you were already following the storyline from the comic verse before the movies made out, because I only saw Guardians of the Galaxy as movies.
Yeah, he collected the comics, right? He did
Yeah,
that.
back in the day, I'm old enough
okay.
to have, seen all
You
of
haven't.
Marvel's, great comic books, and so that was one that I really liked because I would say that they were a little not as dark on the Marvel
Mhm.
side, and Guardians of the Galaxy had kind of a darker twist to it, than most Marvel comic books. So
Yeah, no,
yeah,
I love the storyline, but I have never read the comics, of
I
course.
know.
But how they've depicted it on screen, I always think it's hilarious. It's poignant. I don't know. I'm crying half of the movie, right? Like, there's always
yeah,
something that you're laughing, and then 2 seconds later, it just catches your heartstrings. You're like, why is my face wet?
yeah.
I literally was just laughing. Thank you, Mason.
The last one was kind of a tearjerker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It definitely made you think. So
for sure, for sure.
So do you think there's gonna be a fourth movie with the new team now?
I think so. I think they're gonna go ahead and try that and see how it does. In the ratings. I think
Yeah.
they're gonna get closer in touch to the actual Guardians of the Galaxy comic book series, where Rocket was actually the captain and the leader of the group. So
Harold, did you follow Guardians of the Galaxy before the movies came out? Did you know about them?
Actually, I
No.
Yeah.
didn't, but I had a friend that told me wasn't it completely different in the comic books than it is in the film?
yeah,
Character
yeah.
wise.
Oh, so as a hardcore fan, that must suck. In an
Not
aspect.
really.
Okay.
They did a really good, way
Adaptation.
of bringing in Star-Lord. Star-Lord was around, but he wasn't, the leader,
He's
and
like a side character.
yeah. And so the way that they introduced it and then, formed the team, I think they did a really good job of, making it different, but yet, something that you would really enjoy. So for those that didn't know Guardians of the Galaxy,
Mhm.
the comic book series, then they had a really good storyline to follow, and they took a lot of things from the original storyline to kind of bind it all together. So it was a good adaptation, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what my friend said.
I think they did a good job in making it very mainstream because
Mhm.
before the movies came out, if you talked about, oh yeah, there's like a talking raccoon and there's all these like
It's a
weird
bit far
aliens.
fetched. I mean, really, but no, I feel like there's been a lot of genre where it does stretch our imagination more and more. That
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that's very acceptable in our world, you know, roots that grow into big, large, moving tree
But I'm saying like it's probably one of the more popular Marvel
I think so.
franchise sub franchises now.
Y-
Before the movies came out, like nobody even heard about this.
Mhm.
Well, except
I think also, not to say the writing wasn't, spectacular. It was great, and everything. But I think what really tied the movies into many people of different ages were the soundtracks, to be honest with you.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
That was
Yeah.
all music that we grew up with,
Yes.
right?
We connect right
And
away.
that was kind of really, touching to us, oh, he was kidnapped in, the late 80s, kind of thing. And so we could all relate with that. But then
Except for Harold.
also it brought this music, our music, kind of into the next generation.
Absolutely.
And I don't know. You tell me, was that something that you guys identified with?
I like that. I liked it from watching the movies, like the soundtrack for sure.
But it could be too
A lot of the
a lot of
songs were music like my parents listened to, and
We're
now
his
I just remember in the
parents.
car jamming to it in the cassette tape.
Oh,
Hey,
Ride with
But
your dad.
maybe.
Ride your dad.
No, we
yeah,
can't.
I think I'm old enough to be your dad, so that hey, it very well could be.
are you? How am I?
Dad?
But yeah, it's true. But I feel like a lot of the
Dad?
the people right now who are
Uncle.
perhaps at the helm of businesses or writing or any creative endeavors, they're our demographic right now, right? So they're bringing a lot of what they grew up into
Yeah.
the Lego, into movies, into soundtracks, and bringing that, you're right, to the next generation, and they're appreciating it.
Yeah,
Like,
even
Oh,
like,
yeah,
the,
like-
the different sets that are coming out, like Pac-Man, for example, or even
yeah,
like all
Oh.
the throwbacks to like the 80s.
like Lego.
Well-
When are you gonna collaborate with He-Man? I would love a gray skull.
Well, I think Mega Construct has He-Man.
Oh, Mega Construct.
Yeah, it might already be bought out. Who knows? And that's one thing. You got to tip your hat to Lego. Their marketing team, and going after our generation, because like
Yeah.
I really essentially grew up with Lego, right?
Okay.
Grew up in a family that didn't have enough
Built.
money to buy Lego sets, but my mom was an avid garage sailor. So we'd go to garage sales, and there would always be the box of free stuff. And it would be like, oh, there's some
Random
Lego
Lego.
pieces in there.
Awesome.
And so I would grab them. And,
Nice,
maybe
nice.
there'd be a set for like $1 or something. And so I'd buy all this extra Lego. And so, mocking, which everyone does now, which is so popular,
Right.
that's all you did as a kid, right?
Yes.
Right.
I remember
With the
making about
rainbow.
I made a 3.5 foot tall telephone booth out of
Oh.
just
Oh, wow.
miscolored, mismatched Legos, and made a phone in it and everything.
The original
And-
TARDIS.
Well, it was a little too small for me to fit into, but yeah, I was like hoping that I'd have enough Legos to build that up, but never quite got there. But yeah,
Where is that 3 foot tall telephone booth? Maybe it's time to revisit it.
I do have some of my Legos stored at my dad's place back in
Okay,
Iowa,
they still have it. Yeah.
but
Okay.
they're all in pieces, so
Mhm.
it didn't stay in that form. Because when I was a kid, you took it apart, you built
Mhm,
something
yes,
new.
and you play
Yeah.
again. Correct.
Yeah. And I think that the thing with Lego is that with all the different possibilities and the things that you could do, it really stuck with me. And I even back in the 80s, I would try to do stop motion movies with
Oh, wow.
Lego
Oh.
because
Okay. With
we
what
had,
equipment in the 80s?
oh, you had the big VCR camcorder that like was this big, and so
One of those.
the thing is you didn't have editing software back then, right?
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
a kid.
It-
So when you messed up, okay, start all
you
over
rewind.
again.
Exactly.
But
So
with
you
your
would-
video camera, is your hand like doing like this then? Because you can't take a picture. You're not taking a picture.
No, you
You're
had
moving it.
tripods. You still put it on a tripod.
And then
Yeah.
record and stop, move it.
Yep.
Record and stop and move it. Right. Like how do they do all of
Oh.
the claimations, for example? It's always
Yep.
like move it a little bit, stop, and
But it would have to be
Camera.
like a camera, like a taking
or
a
even
picture.
like a record and then stop and then move it, record and then stop.
Oh, what are they
right?
called? The Fliporama?
Or yeah,
Oh,
It's
like
like
the page
pictures and, like,
flippers?
those two, right? Like there's I can't remember his name, but there's an artist, a claymation artist that I follow on Instagram, and he's phenomenal. But like he will just
Oh, I
mold
love
things, and
those.
he has like a secondary camera that actually films what he does, and then that's also like in rapid motion, and so you can actually see his creation moving as he's moving at warp speed. It
Yeah.
looks like, and then you can. It's phenomenal what people can do now. But again, that process still is very time consuming, right? It's still a step-by-step process. So it's very
Oh,
cool
yeah.
that you were doing that.
When you got like 30 seconds of moving a Lego figure from left to right, or stepping over another Lego, that was
Yeah.
you were like, I found my calling. This is it. I've done it. But yeah. So like I did that. Like I played with Lego up until probably I was like 14, 15, and then
Oh, okay.
sports, things like
Yeah.
that
Got
came
into it.
along.
You had a black moment there. Black age.
Yeah,
Dark age.
until I got
Black.
into college. And
Yeah.
then when I was in college, I went to school for engineering. I was asked to teach a course for college for kids. And so they bring in, like 12 to 14, 16-year-olds, and they take a week-long course. And so I was in industrial engineering, so I got
cool.
to
Oh, nice.
I got to teach, manufacturing concepts. And so what I had them do was we program what is called PLCs, which is, basically coding nowadays. But I had them learn how to program those PLCs, and then we built conveyors with Lego,
Oh, wow.
and it would start and stop them like a production cell, and it would move a brick along, and then another
That's
brick
cool.
would be put on, and then it'd
Oh,
move
nice.
along, so that they
Yeah.
could show, where within a system, an automated system, where the bottlenecks will happen.
Right.
So, yeah, and so then after college, I collected a few sets here and there, but it wasn't until probably like 2012 when the Batman Tumbler came out, and I was like,
Okay.
okay, I'm
Yeah.
back in. I'm back in.
Yeah.
That's when I
Take
came
my
back.
money.
Yeah. And
So that's cool that your childhood love for Lego may have led you to what you're doing right now in industrial engineering or however, right? Like just that
Yeah.
mindset.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Like I think a lot of people don't understand that Lego is not one thing. It gives you spatial recognition. It gives you counting structure. It gives you multiplication. It gives you, space awareness. It gives you, even a creative mind for artistic ability and all of that.
Yes.
So while you're playing with Lego as a kid, you're developing all these different things.
Correct.
Yeah.
And,
Or
it
even
might take you.
patience, right? Like even patience where it might not work out a certain way, and then
Mhm.
you kind of have to destroy it
Like problem
and then
solving?
redo it again,
Yeah.
and then figure those steps out.
Definitely problem solving. Yeah, you guys are right on there where, if it didn't work out the one way, you try another
What
way.
next?
It
Yeah.
gives you also that ability to, say, hey, I'm not always going to get it right. And it gives you that acceptance of being able to say
Mhm.
things are not always going to go the way you
Correct.
planned,
Yes.
but you
yes.
might come up with something better. And in a lot of cases, I think that is what people do. So.
Yeah, that's cool. So when you were, I guess, you said you didn't buy a lot of sets back then, but you did have some sets that you put together. What kind of themes were you getting when you were a kid?
So the one theme that I found, believe it or not, at a Salvation Army, which was almost complete, was a Technic set. And
Oh.
back then, yeah,
I didn't know they had
Technic was
Technic back then.
yeah, way back in the early 80s. They have these the Technic sets back then, I think, were so much better than they are now. You might want to argue with me on this, but you would get a set, you would open it up, and it'd all be laid out, and you would have 4 tires, and you would have all these different, bars and stuff like that, and pistons, and you could build an engine in one. You could build a car with, steerable column, so that you could turn the wheels and stuff.
Yes.
You could then, if you had 2 of those sets, you could build the engine and the car and put it all together. Like they just did a better job, I think, at really think of the playability factor, the repeatability, the being able to build 15 different things in one. And they kind of went away from that because they thought that it was biting into their profit margin, right? So we're going to give you the instructions for this one thing, and I know we have the Creator 3-in-1 sets, but
Right.
I don't know if you saw, they did a set a while back, I think about 5 or 6 years ago, that was 15-in-1, and it's like,
Oh,
yeah,
I think I remember.
15-in-1.
and that's the way it used to be, with those. You would get a instruction booklet that was really thick, and you could build so many different things.
Yes.
I hope that they kind of go back to that with the Creator sets instead of just doing 3-in-1.
I know. Well, now people are buying 3-in-1 and they're buying 3 sets because they want all 3 items, and you're like,
People are gonna buy 15 sets.
Yeah. Well, that's like the what is it? Let's see here. Yeah, this one I definitely bought 3 of them because
the butthole tiger.
Yes.
Tiger.
Oh, and by the way, I updated my tiger's pink flower to the larger pink flower, so he looks a little more robust. It's it's a technique.
It's like a darker pink, right?
Darker pink and then larger flower, not just the button one.
Oh.
Nice.
But now that you're collecting sets, is there any themes, or are you like into Marvel more? I'm sure you probably have all the Guardians of the Galaxy items ish. Some sets that
You're a minifigure guy.
tickle you more.
You like the
Oh yeah, are you a
Marvel
minifigure guy?
Oh,
Nice.
Yes.
that's a good one. I guess
So-
you're into Batman too, right? Because you mentioned
Yeah.
the Tumblr.
Yep. I have to thank Bricks, Why Not, Annabelle. These you can't find on the shelves, and she sent me one. So that's
nice.
that's another thing. The Lego community is just so great, especially if granted, I guess there is some drama and all that kind of stuff, but I haven't really run into it yet. And I ran into this community back in 2021. I really didn't do much social media and things like that. And then I had a 10-year relationship end, and I was like, what am I going to do with all my time? And I found the community on Instagram, and actually Annabelle was probably the first person that I talked to within the Lego community. And she was just very
Canadian, right?
accepting. What's that?
Canadian. She's Canadian, right?
Yeah. Let's see here. I got her little minifig here.
We're very accepting. Oh, very fun.
Oh,
Where am I?
head.
There you go.
Yes.
There we go.
There it
Oh,
is. There
cute.
it is.
So that's Annabelle's minifig.
Very nice.
Okay.
But she was like the first person I talked to, along with her and Bobby. They had a live that I was watching on Saturday mornings. It was like kind of like Saturday morning cartoons, but with Lego. And
It could be a thing. Yeah.
That used to be
it
us.
did used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't watch cartoons every day of the week. Your Saturdays were like
Yes.
so
Yeah,
exciting.
I
Is
think
it still a thing? Saturday morning
I
cartoons?
don't know. Our
No,
kids aren't.
I don't think so.
Like, there's too many things
Oh,
now.
because
for
now
kids,
they have a
right?
cartoon channel, so it's
Yeah.
cartoons
All the
24
time.
24/7.
all the time. Your dad isn't taking the control to watch the news.
Where's
Everybody
the
has their own
screen?
TV or devices, right?
Before it was
So,
only cartoons after school or
Yes.
Saturday mornings.
7:30 until 11:30. I was plugged. X-Men at 11 a.m. I love it.
Yeah, we had like Scooby-Doo, the reruns of Scooby-Doo were, playing pretty much Monday through Friday after school. But then everything cool like He-Man and Transformers and all of that wasn't on until Saturday.
Yeah. Saturday morning.
Smurfs. Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
this
Gummy
one with
bears?
Smurfs. Yep.
Care Bears.
Gummy bears?
No,
I remember
Care
Gummy
Bears?
Bears.
I don't have Gummy Bears.
You never saw the Gummy Bear?
No.
cartoon?
There's a Gummy Bear
No.
Yeah,
cartoon?
Gummy bears.
Care
Is it that
Bears?
No,
song?
gummy
Oh,
bears.
Okay, so
I
you don't know
eat
the
Gummy
theme
Bears.
song then.
It's gummy
Okay.
bears dancing here and there and everywhere.
Okay, so
High adventure is beyond compare. They are
We
the
are the
gummy
Gummy
bears.
I
See,
know
you
the Gummy
know
Bears.
it. You know it.
I
Harold-
do. And they have like magic potions, and
Harold
then they
doesn't
bounce.
know it.
And then they bounce around and
No,
yeah.
until now, I don't know why I didn't equate it to like gummy bears that I eat. I
Well,
think
yeah.
it's GUMMY versus GUMMIE.
What about Gem and the Holograms?
That was 12 p.m.
That wasn't one that I really
How come?
partook of because
Interesting.
just wasn't my thing.
It was always Gem and the Holograms, and right after that was Monster Trucks. Like it was a
Oh
cartoon.
God.
But I
It was
still love it.
cartoon
Like
of
when we
monster
were
trucks.
younger, they were still able to take like maybe more of the classic shows like Looney Tunes. I love Looney Tunes and then Animaniacs, but like they took something from before and made it more trendy for us. Versus now, I don't know any cartoons that was from before and they're making it trendy for kids. I don't know. I could be wrong.
But we don't know the cartoons.
We don't know cartoons
Because even our
We
kids, they just watch
don't. We
like
just watch Mr. Beast.
YouTube,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We've lost them.
or they'll watch like anime now. So they don't
Lots
really
of
watch.
anime.
Oh,
There's so much
anime.
selection, right? There's just so
No,
many
but like it's not
options.
on television.
Yeah, it's
It
nothing
used
where
to
we
be.
would watch as a
It's like
family
streaming.
or like
So-
Disney Plus. Any movie they could just watch on the fly if they want to, and they don't, right? Like it's so many
Well-
options.
What was the one cartoon that you had to watch every Saturday then?
Gem and the Hologram.
Looney Tunes. No, Gem and the Hologram was like Monday to Friday.
Spider-Man.
Wasn't on the weekend.
It's fine.
I actually watch a lot of Looney Tunes.
I liked the
I love-
Misfits
I love-
songs. They were bitter. That
we
is
are
true.
the misfits. Our songs are better. We are the misfits.
No, like during the
misfits.
week, it was always G.I. Joe was always on after school, and then
Oh, Dino Riders.
I thought
Oh,
Transformers
God.
was during there too, but
Now you're really pulling up some old cartoons
Yeah.
and stuff.
But it's
Dino
true. The
Riders.
cartoons,
Dino Riders.
cartoons really, I feel like scheduled our weeks. It really scheduled our weeks. Like we knew when things were going to play, and now.
but then there were even like there was like Sesame Street,
Yeah.
and there was
Oh,
like
do you
Alright.
remember Muppet
But I guess-
Babies?
Muppet
Yeah.
Babies,
Oh,
yeah.
Muppet Babies.
I did not like Fraggle Rock when that sort of came on. I kind of just tuned out.
was there
and I would
Fraggle Rock?
do other
Wasn't that
things.
Canadian? I thought Fraggle Rock was
I was
No.
thinking like the big.
Canadian. It was in the
giant-
U.S.
Yeah, it was Jim Henson's production.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry.
God,
no
I
offense
can't
to
remember the words to that theme song though. I can hear it in my head, but
Down in Fraggle Rock. Down in Fraggle Rock.
Apparently.
there it is.
Yep.
Ooh, there it is.
So I first
Another
met
great 80s song.
I first met Ryan at Brick Slopes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
So
Are you closer to that end of the world?
Yeah, I live out here in Oregon,
Okay.
by Intel and all that fun, crazy semiconductor world. So
are you gonna go to Bricks Cascade, which is in Oregon?
yeah, I'll be there. That's easy for me to do. It's just I jump on the train usually.
Oh.
Like last time I drove up, but I was only going to go for the 2 days.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't stay for the public days. When I first moved up here, which was 2019, I had all this Lego, and then all of a sudden I heard about it, and I was like, oh my God, I got to go to this convention.
It's like the
So
universe
I didn't
is
know.
going, "Ah."
Yeah, I didn't know anything about, AFOLs. All I knew about is they're having a convention. So I went to the 2 public days, and, being naive, like they sent me a thing saying, how was your experience? And I'm like, what would be great is that if you guys had a day with no children, and
That's funny.
sure enough, oh, guess what? You
We
can do that. So that kind of started me on the convention, like being able to go to conventions and know. But then, of course, COVID hit, and then cancellation.
Yeah.
So the next one I went to was up in Seattle, BrickCon, and I met a couple of the AFOLs that I'd been following
On Instagram.
Yeah, and they didn't know who I was, and nor was I going to go, oh, hey, I'm Rapture, I just said, oh, I see you on Instagram, nice to meet you. It's funny because I met Gene's version there. I met Tacos up there.
Yes.
I met Michelle up there, and none of them knew that I was Rapture, so it was kind of, cool. And then Tacos was always like, have I met you before? And I'm like, yeah, you have. And she's like, no, I haven't. And I'm like, okay, well.
Yeah.
So after BrickCon, then went to Cascade again, and then now, Utah. And I think Slopes is my favorite, even though Cascades is in my hometown, So it's like.
What did you like about Brick Slopes?
Meeting pretty much everyone that I wanted to meet. I met you as a new person, Nick, so that was good. I'd known Amore and Fred, through watching them, and then had breakfast with you one morning, and I was like, they got a cool group of people to hang out with. So I'm hoping you guys adopted me, but I'm not sure. So,
well, there's a Filipino food place somewhere in Utah that I told them to go to. So next time,
there is.
We'll all go together.
I gave them a hard time for that because I was like, you didn't invite me. Like I love Filipino food, and when I worked down in California, like a lot of our assemblers were Filipino.
Yeah.
And every lunch they would just bring in,
a buffet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. you name it, they brought it in, and they would always get mad at me because like I don't eat a lot for lunch. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
because I
You're
get
so
tired, you know.
skinny.
I'm like
Why?
I just need a little bit, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden I have a
Shy.
plate, you know,
Yeah,
full of
don't
pan seat. That's just like
Yes,
whoa, you
yes,
know.
yes. Don't forget the
Yeah, and
jingles.
lumpia, you know,
Yeah,
like they,
lumpia. Look
You
at
yeah,
know,
you.
you know the words.
Those are just
yeah.
easy Filipino.
Those
One
are
of my
good stuff.
Filipino friends,
Lately.
one of my new Filipino friends, is trying to get me to eat balut, and I will not do it.
We're not
Sorry.
You
there.
don't want the
either.
chocolate
I've never
egg?
tried it.
We're not there.
I've
I've
never-
done it once when I was.
Oh, you did
younger.
it once?
Yeah, when you're little. I was born in the Philippines, so you know you have uncles. You're like, hey, try this, and you're like, what is this? And, yeah, history.
Yeah, that just scares the living bejesus out of me. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No.
every single culture
I
has
was
their
traumatized.
delicacy, including
Yeah,
other things.
the one,
But yeah.
the other thing I wouldn't try is what they call chocolate meat.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
chocolate meat.
The blood?
Dinuguan.
Dinuguan?
Blood pudding. I was
Yeah.
gonna bring that. Not dinuguan, dinuguan.
Dinuguan. Chocolate
Okay,
sauce.
yes, potato, I suppose. But yeah, no, like my mom's a huge cook, but there's some things too that she doesn't make either. And it's
So,
again, delicacies of different regions in the Philippines.
yeah, she won't make that then, or
No, and that's the thing. Like I again, cooking is so regional and in the Philippines, like there's I'm sure the national dish, which is adobo, which
Mhm.
has
I don't
soy
know that's the
sauce.
national dish.
Yeah, soy sauce and vinegar. And vinegar would keep food longer, right? Like I would think that like from a historic point of view, I think people would use vinegar just to keep a dish available longer. If you guys read
Mhm.
that cookbook, is it called Fat, Salt, Acid, and something else, right? It's like the four tenets of cooking, really. But yeah, with the Filipino culture, there's some stews. We're very stewy, lots of meats, lots of veggies. But I think each region has their specialty, and my mom's region does not do dinuguan so much, or that's something that she probably steers away from in any case. But yeah, lots of good foods here. We're pretty fortunate here in Toronto that there's a lot of available cuisines, and the Filipino cuisine is quite big here too.
So, just about 3 weeks ago, I thought, okay, you know, I finally need to start finding restaurants, you know, because I moved up here during the, you know, pandemic and everything. I really haven't taken the time
So
to
you were from
discover.
California and you went there.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah, I had, you know, a lot of connections in California to find good food all the time. And up here, I don't know anyone and stuff. So, you know, I thought, okay, I'll venture out. And I found a Filipino restaurant. I was like, okay, great. I'm going to go there. And I get there, and on the door, it says, sorry for the inconvenience. We're closed until November 15th.
Oh, no.
Oh,
They're on vacation. Nobody else could take over.
Yeah, they were gone for, well, they had like a date, I think, of like 3 weeks. So I'm assuming they probably went somewhere very nice.
The Philippines.
They went back to the Philippines.
They went back to the Philippines.
Could have. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But so I still have to go there and see how their food is. I was hoping they were going to be open yesterday for Thanksgiving. I called and they laughed at me. So
we're just dealing with our jet lag. We just came back.
they're like, oh no, we're open now, but not tomorrow. And then they just kept laughing. And I'm like, okay. All right. Thank you. So hopefully maybe this weekend I'll make it there.
Start your adventures, food adventures. Very fun.
Get some longanisa.
Ooh.
Sausage.
So you're gonna go back to Brick Slopes 2024?
Oh yeah, definitely. The other things that was great about there is that even though, you know, you have the craziness of the convention and everything that's going on, it just had a much more relaxed feel. You know, you don't, even for the people that were displaying, I don't display, but they seem to just be more relaxed, like not as stressed out. You know, they were good to go. You know, it's really a testament to like Cody and Brian and all of them, you know, Aubrey and Mark and, you know, Chris, so many people that, you know, help do behind the scenes stuff. And because I got in early, you know, I was able to, you know, get to meet them and help them, you know, do certain things. So
nice.
it was really nice for that. And just the being able to lounge around and, you know, have a
Yes.
big open area and, you know, not have any issues. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun just lounging around at the hotel in the lobby, Harold,
Yeah.
or even in the back room by the hotel. There was one night we were like outside. There was that outside patio, and then even
Dang,
in
you
the
guys did
convention
lounge
center,
around a lot.
we were in
I
the
know.
convention center lounging around in front of the stage there with all those chairs. We were just
Yeah.
sitting there and just
Have you gone
relaxing.
to Chicago then, or no, not yet?
Yeah.
No, I was planning to go this year, and you know, tickets opened up.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I did before buying the ticket is, you know, I contacted the website for the hotel, and I want to be there early, so I wanted to do Tuesday through Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, all the tickets or all the rooms for Tuesday and Wednesday were sold out, and so I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna, you know, go there and like have my week be kind of compressed or have to go
Right.
to a different hotel and then
Right.
get back there. So then Ben, a Lego fan of, or Lego Bubba,
fan Bubba.
there we go. Can't talk. He suggested I call them, and so I called them today,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Well, we can't give you the block rate, but we can give you another room. But then you're going to have to move from that room after 2 days into
Oh.
another." And I was like, "Okay, this is a
What?
sign for me not to go." You know,
Yeah,
so
we might have to do that.
Well,
I never thought of that.
we were able. So what happened with us was on day 2 we looked, and because we wanted to do Wednesday to Monday, and Wednesday was sold out,
mhm.
and they only had Thursday to Monday.
Yep.
And then I was listening to one of the a couple of Brickhead streams, and they were saying that Mark, the owner, was trying to get more rooms for the Wednesday, and so to keep periodically check. And so the very next day I checked, and Wednesday they had rooms there, so we quickly jumped on that Wednesday.
But no, my
The
point
very next
is,
day was sold out already.
yeah, no, my point is because we probably got the Thursday to Monday as one reservation, and then Wednesday on its own. Who knows if they will
Oh, if
keep
it's
us
a
at the same
different
room or
room?
not? I'm okay to
Oh.
room jump, but we stayed at the Hyatt last year, and it
Last
wasn't
year, yeah,
too-
last
it
year we
wasn't
stayed-
too
yeah,
bad.
we
stayed at the
Actually pretty
Hyatt.
close.
It was
I was Uber.
the rooms were bigger. You had the free breakfast. So, similar to Brick Slopes, because it was the Hyatt as well. So
Yeah.
and that's what we did. We weren't
And Schaumburg, the city where the Renaissance is, actually, they have their little, what's it called? Like a little taxi. What is it called?
the shuttle bus.
Shuttle bus. Yeah, it's a cute. It's like
Trolley.
a vintage cute.
So
Trolley.
Yeah.
at Brick World they have a
Specific for it,
free
yeah.
shuttle bus that will
And it
take
goes all
you
the
to
time.
the mall. Then
Yeah.
takes you. It didn't take us. I'm not sure if it went by the Hyatt Hotel or.
But you would have been dropped at the mall, which is close.
Wait, I think it did.
I think it did too.
Yeah, I think it takes you to the Hyatt
Yeah,
Hotel.
yeah.
So it's a free trolley
Yeah,
paid
sure,
by
yeah.
the
Cool.
city of Schaumburg.
Yeah. So
Which
they
is
have
interesting.
they have a pretty good setup. But I mean, it was the first time I went to Chicago last year, and I found it already feeling busy just on the
Yeah.
private days alone. So I only peeked in on the public days, and we've heard a lot of I guess complaints that it was too much. It was overwhelming
Compared
for
to
the
Brick
public days.
Slopes,
Yeah,
Brick World was
a lot.
chaotic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
A
was.
lot.
It was
Maybe
a
it's
lot.
outgrown
going on
itself
that day.
again, right?
But you got to meet a lot of people, but very short stints because
Yeah, and
everyone was everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I like to get to know people. Like,
Right,
just being able to have breakfast with you for, 45 minutes. Just like
Yeah.
that's much more enjoyable to me than, being like,
Hi,
"Oh, hey,
bye."
nice to meet you. Oh, nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Right.
Nice to meet you."
Yeah, for
It's like,
sure.
I saw Ryan in his plaid PJs.
Oh, nice. It was
Yes.
that kind of a breakfast, huh?
I'm very casual. I just, I don't get up like dressed up for anything. Obviously, I'm wearing a Deadpool cat shirt,
Oh, what
Oh, cool.
what's the shirt today?
Oh, very fun.
Oh, it doesn't say
I love
anything.
that.
It's just Deadpool cat.
Is Deadpool cat a character? A comic character?
I am not sure on that. I would have to assume so. Someone made this T-shirt, so maybe he was like trying to copy Spider-Man with his cat. I'm not sure.
We
Or
dressed up as Marvel since
For
you
you,
were
for
on
you.
here. So I have
But I wish I had Batman.
Daredevil.
the Mandalorian.
Nice.
Oh, I'm Spider Woman.
from
Girl,
Mandalore.
Spider-Man.
Spider. Oh, yeah,
Spider
Star
person.
Wars.
Well, perfect. That's I wish I would have known. I could have grabbed other Marvel T-shirts.
We like to be thematic, but trying to always think who's going to be our guest and,
No,
what themes
themed.
they like. So,
But no
Well,
one
the
tells
song
me.
I have for the advertisement was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I picked.
no, that was good. That was good.
And that's perfect.
So do you have
Go ahead.
do you have any other hobbies besides Lego?
No, like when I was younger, I did. I just kind of have slowed down in that sense.
Focus now.
Yeah, it's like focus on Lego. That's all I got.
Yeah.
No,
What did
like
you do
I
before?
used to work out a lot. I used to be a very
Gym rat.
fitness kind of crazy
Yeah.
guy. What's that?
I feel like you kind of still are. Does that ever go away?
Who was that? Tony Little?
It's
Why are you thinking about Tony Little?
Or Richard Simmons?
Yes, or Jen Fonda? Yes.
Yes, I don't have a unitard to wear, and so I can't do the Richard Simmons. And but no, I just I do like walk and stuff like that, but joints and everything. I'm a diabetic of what is it now, 39 years. So
Okay.
it's like your body becomes a little more frail. You start to get neuropathy, things like that. So
Right.
you kind of got to slow down to the extent of what you can.
Right.
Previous to this, I was like 220 and all muscle and kind
Really?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I was
you look like a runner. Like you have a runner's physique at the moment. That I wouldn't doubt you if you're like I do marathons and races.
well, I went from 220 down to like about 180 when I moved to California. The reason I moved to California was I was gonna use my other degree, which is in performing arts, and do acting for a while. So I had to lose all that muscle weight. So I was running 15 miles every other day,
Yep.
trying to burn off the muscle, and so I did get really good at running, but I also then did some damage to my knees. So
I know
yeah.
those knees. I'm
Have we
feeling
seen
mine
you
are
in
starting to
anything? Are you in IMDb?
Maybe.
Wait a minute, Ryan. What?
He's Canadian, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, no, it's
That's cool.
it's funny because I did get to meet Ryan Reynolds when I was working on one show. He was filming Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza, whatever that was. And I met him at CBS Radford while I was working on a soap opera there. So
Oh.
yeah,
I think you're like a first celebrity that
Young
we
and the-
actually
Young and
have
the
in that
Restless.
aspect of celebrity.
I was on Young and the Restless.
Were you really?
Yeah, but I was just a background. Like I was an intern in the hospital, and so I was like I would get called in to constantly do that. So
Oh, very cool.
I had 2 lines once. Ooh,
Ooh,
Nice.
what was it?
Ooh.
These
doctor,
pretzels are making me
your
thirsty.
patient is ready.
Oh.
Oh,
Very good.
Were you wearing scrubs?
Yep.
There you go.
So
Good. That's
craziness.
So
Yeah. What's
What,
that?
Harold?
I started looking for that episode.
Cool.
There's so many episodes.
Yeah, and this is it. Like,
It's hidden
oh my
in
gosh.
there.
Yeah, I was a huge Young and the Restless fan once upon a time. But I feel like
All
you
right.
can go through dark ages of it and then come back and the storylines are pretty much still the same. Like you can follow it in like 2
We were
seconds.
watching Passions for a bit.
Nick
the
was
puppet.
watching Passions.
Remember Timmy the
for a
puppet?
bit.
Yeah, I actually worked on Passions.
Oh
So
my
Did you really?
gosh. Yeah, that was like the back-to-back, The Young and the Restless, Bold
So-
and the Beautiful, and Passions.
this was
You know that,
how I met Timmy.
You met
So-
Timmy?
Yeah, so
This is
I was
creepy.
getting ready to walk through a door, and all of a sudden, like, I was talking to, another extra on the set, and they came over, and all of a sudden I feel a tug, and he's like, "Can you open the door for me?" And I was like, I was a little freaked out because I was
Yeah.
like, wait a minute here. Like, what is the storyline? That was like my third day of working there. I had no idea what, this soap opera was about. I didn't watch it, and then all of a sudden I had to start watching it.
Yeah.
So Harold, Timmy was a doll.
A puppet.
And it was a doll.
Okay.
And then the doll came to life whenever anyone was out of the room. And
Chucky?
only like
Timmy.
it was like kind of like Chucky, but it was it
Well,
wasn't a murdering.
What's her name?
A scheming
I
devious
forget the witch's
doll.
name, but she could see him move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was the only one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So-
back to the 90s now. We're like
Passions.
we've covered some of the 80s. We're doing the 90s. Oh, that's awesome.
Well, yeah, it was a interesting. Like, I got lines in there. I was the book cafe waiter, so the cafe that they always went to and did all their cut scenes and stuff like that. I was always in the background there, and I had lines thrown in every once in a while. So that actually became my bread and butter for a while because they were using me constantly, and it really worked. What's that?
Nick is going to look for you now. He's going to go through all the Passions episode, and we're gonna look for Ryan.
You can find Passions on YouTube.
Yep,
You can see some episodes.
There you go. Find me then.
I know that guy.
That's cool.
The challenge.
Yeah.
Before this stream was building with buds, so I was watching that a bit, and they asked who's going to be on your show, Nick, and I said Rapture Raccoon, and so Tanner Tanjam was like, oh, he's the producer of A Fall After Dark. I'm like, what? He's the producer of A Fall After Dark. Yeah, he's the one who puts all the that's what she says whenever there's an that's what she says. Are you the producer of A Fall After Dark?
They gave me that title. I don't know if I can really say producer. What I do is when, things are said, then I play certain things. Lately, though, the platform has not been working very well. And so it keeps on kicking me out. And we're going to try to figure out why it's doing that. It has a login and everything. But yeah, so Ben had asked if I would do that because he's like, I can't keep up, especially, while all these things are being said. He's like, we need someone in the background. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'll do it. It's like, I kind of like just being in the background, but every once in a while I'll jump. There you go. I'll jump in and, say a comment or two, but you don't see me. You only hear the voice. And people call me now the Oz, the great and wonderful Oz. So
that's good.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's a good time, and highly recommend anyone who hasn't seen it, at least check it out once or twice, and
Saturdays
hit that like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Saturdays at what time?
Well, my time it's 6:40ish, 45ish,
right. So 9 o'clock.
And East Coast
Eastern,
9. Yeah.
It's weird. It's always at that 45. Remember, because Ben was saying that.
Yeah.
They never start on time.
Yeah. Ish. Don't forget the ish.
Is that time?
Sure.
For our next segment, which is Share Your Stories. Share Your Stories. Share Your Stories. Weekly recap.
Dun, 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 dun.
Happy Thanksgiving to you all.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's Black Friday.
That was yesterday. Yes.
How were your Thanksgivings? What did you guys do?
the turkey?
Ryan, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was great. I went and had breakfast at a restaurant, had a Dutch baby pancake.
What's that? What's a Dutch baby pancake?
Okay, so essentially you take egg, like mostly egg white. I think there's like maybe one yolk in it. You add flour to it, you whip it up, get it really, frothy and everything.
Oh.
Pour it into an iron skillet. Then you stick it in the oven. It bakes up. And then once it gets to a certain point, it sinks back down. And so you have this outer crust, and then you have a like really thin pancake, almost like a crepe on the inside. Generally, it's you put powdered sugar on top, a dab of butter, and then you melt the butter around with the powdered sugar to sweeten it. And then you take lemon and you squeeze the lemon
Wow.
on top. It is so good.
Have
So-
you tried that?
No, I haven't tried it, but I've seen it like people making it on Instagram, right? I watch
Yeah,
too
on
many, like,
Instagram. I was
cook
like, I've
stuff.
seen
I'm
that.
like, what is it? And I'm like, wow, these are so like magic, like when people cook or
Yeah.
like even like bread baking, right? I'm just
So if we
mesmerized.
see it on a menu, we should try that.
Yeah, we will.
You definitely should. It's worth it. And then I had pizza for Thanksgiving night.
Ooh,
No
nice.
turkey?
We didn't have turkey ours either.
I didn't have turkey either.
Here's the thing. It's me
Turkey's
and 7
overrated.
cats. And
Yeah.
I was joking about maybe making a turkey and then just putting it in the middle of the living room and see what happens. But, making a whole turkey for me is not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Harold?
Christine made a prime rib,
Oh, nice.
Oh.
and we had like all the sides. So green bean casserole made from scratch. We had stuffing, scratch.
And she did her 5K turkey trot before.
Yeah,
the cooking.
Christine did a 5K
I'm like,
before.
good job. I said, you're really into this
Yeah.
running lately, Christine.
Yeah.
Who are you? No.
She has an 8K next month. So
Oh wow, good for
Looking
her.
forward to
She's
that.
really tell her to get all of her racing things in before the knees go. It's
yeah,
around 40
Did-
something.
Does Harry eat that stuff too?
yeah. Harry ate it all pretty much.
Oh,
Oh,
I've
that's
had
good.
pies. Oh
Nice.
my god.
That's good.
Pumpkin pie?
So like
Now-
today we had like the leftover prime rib and we made like Philly cheesesteaks, like cheesesteaks.
Ooh,
Oh,
that would be
nice.
That we
good.
saw on Instagram. I was like, oh dang, you just get all your recipes from Instagram.
Yes, I know. No, that's good.
You just sliced it.
Now we have been getting a lot of Black Friday deals since last week. Is it the same there as well? Like they
Yeah, it
just
started in October.
really, right?
Oh,
So
October.
there isn't like
Yeah.
when some things like I don't know, like Crusade started something today, but I feel like it isn't
Ah,
any
Crusade.
better than other campaigns that they would have. I feel like Black Friday is not as good as I feel like historic
In Canada,
epic
yeah.
Black Friday.
It's probably still good in the US.
Maybe I have a friend. I
Mm.
have a good friend
No?
who goes across the border
Depends.
every single year, and so she's there
Yeah.
in Detroit area.
Right
Her and
now?
another friend, and they stay overnight so that they can maximize their spend. Those Canadians, jeez.
Because here Boxing Day deals are really good here.
Yes, but it's
But-
after the Christmas, right? It doesn't help us for Christmas shopping, if
No.
anything, like that with Black Friday. But actually, a few days ago on our Rainbow Bridge, which is the bridge that's right at Niagara Falls, a car
Hmm.
exploded.
What?
I don't know if you
What?
guys heard
Oh,
this.
yeah.
I sent this to you on things. So they actually
Yeah.
closed
See
all
that.
the bridges on Wednesday, and this was like 4 p.m. And the FBI was on it, and it's it made the biggest news for that day because nothing has happened like that ever. Like we
Yeah.
go across
You
enough
can see, like,
times
Car fly.
over our
too.
lives. Yeah, so this
In
car coming
Canada.
from Canada into the US, of course, they probably thought it was a terroristic act. And I'm like, oh my
Mhm.
God, all the US guns are like, we're peaceful over here. But unfortunately, it was just a car that went out of control and had an explosion, right? And so, yep, that happened. And my friend who was crossing across the following morning, she wasn't even sure if the bridges were going to reopen, but I think it did. Like they were able to rule out any malicious intent. But again, the things that I don't know, randomly, scarily happens. I don't
So
know.
is it still closed?
No, it's open. She went.
No, it's
She went
open
over
now.
already,
Okay.
right?
I mean, what would a Canadian terrorist attack look like anyway? Like, would it be
We're bringing
coming
some
to
maple
put-
syrup.
we're coming to put mayo on everything? Like
No, and ketchup chips. We're going to like just ruin all of your taste buds with our ketchup chips and poutine.
we're gonna make poutine everywhere.
Ha, ha, ha.
I'll take the poutine.
Take that.
Take that. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about
Friday
that.
Deals.
Oh,
pretty wild this
what
year.
did you get? I'm
Well,
curious.
I know there's
know.
some Lego ones. They had like the $100 off the Eiffel Tower.
Okay, who got the Eiffel Tower? Like really?
But then that's still expensive.
Yeah.
So
It is-
at midnight last night on Amazon, this was probably the best deal that I saw. I didn't partake of it because I already own it. But the Daily Bugle was
Oh.
on sale at $239, and so
What's
Yeah.
regular price? I don't remember.
$349.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
That's 100.
So that was
Yeah,
like
30%.
I watched it,
Oh.
and it lasted about 2 hours, and then
Sold out.
yeah, that one sold out. But then they put another one up for 300, and it's not selling as quickly. But
Mhm.
that was one of the really good deals. And then the next good deal was Hogwarts train, the
Okay.
expensive one.
The big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's I think $300 or something. It's like 30% off.
Yeah.
So
I
from
feel like you guys have a
499.
lot better deals on Amazon too compared to Amazon Canada. Like I never find any
Amazon Canada's
great
not that
deals.
Oh,
Like
the
even when it's like
best deals
Amazon
at night.
Prime, it's like I feel like I can still find prices elsewhere better. But
What was that, Harold?
Oh, the best deal was a $5 coupon that's 75% off on Lego Shop at Home. You
Oh,
can buy 3 of those and then
75% off? But 75% off what?
any
the
Anything?
coupon code. So if you go to the rewards section, you could get a $5 like coupon for I think it was 161 points, and you could get 3 of those,
Oh.
and they stack.
Oh.
So it's $15 in total.
Well, Rakuten today was 12% for Lego.
For Canada.
Yeah.
For Canada.
Probably
I
even
don't know
better
if,
in the US.
It also
What
surged
was
up for you.
What was it for you guys?
Which one?
Rakuten.
For
Lego.
which one? In the Lego stores?
Yeah, Lego store, like Lego stores, but it'll be like online purchase. With with
Those kind of ranged everywhere. There were some that were at 30%. There were some smaller sets at 40%.
40%.
So they
have
deals too.
They
40% Rakuten?
Oh no, 15 or no, 12%. It was 12%.
12%.
Oh, 12%.
Yeah.
You
But
guys
they
had
have better
12%.
deals with like sets itself, like some sets.
No, because sometimes when the US Rakuten is like 15%, ours is still like 3.
Yeah.
So it's. Do you do Rakuten, Ryan? Do you know what we're talking about?
I can send you a
No,
referral
I don't.
right
I
now.
thought
Oh,
I thought you were
Referral
just talking
code? I
about
got you.
what the
Referral.
sales were on
So-
Lego.com.
so Rakuten is, I guess it's like an app on your phone, and then you go to Lego.com through Rakuten, and then you get cash back.
Like every 3 months. So I just flush mine to
So
like Amazon.
I used to always just go to Lego.com by itself, but then Maria's like,
Go
do
through
Rakuten.
Even if it's like 1%.
So I started
the
doing
amount that you
Rakuten,
purchase will
and usually it's
build
only
up.
like 1.5
Yes,
for us, but
lately
in the US it's always
higher.
higher
Yeah,
cash
yeah.
back than in Canada.
Huh.
It's worth
Yeah,
it.
I've never
It's worth
used
it.
it because lately
It used to be called something else, but it's really like coupons and stuff like that. But it's interesting because I mean I've been in it for years, and then they changed it to Rakuten, which maybe the last.
And they
3
do other
years
stores
now.
besides
yeah,
Lego.
like Gap, like a lot of things because of Black Friday, everything like bumped up in their percentage returns over the last 24 hours. So it's like really about timing when your purchases are at. Like yesterday, we just went and bought, like we always do Christmas pajama pictures for Christmas with the kids to send out on our cards, and we're a little bit late this year, but we just did our order yesterday, and the return on Old Navy was a measly 2%, and today it's up to 12.
Oh, is it 12? But
They
then
have waited,
but then our pajamas might have been sold out.
yeah, it
Because
was
our
really
lot-
difficult yesterday finding
Lego 15%.
we got this orange
plaid.
plaid.
Yeah,
pattern
it's not really Christmassy, but it
this
was
year.
difficult to like find one that fits,
So-
the 9-year-old to this guy.
Are you going to be posting that on Instagram? Do we get to all see it, or is it only family that
We
get
just
it?
make we just
Yeah,
make
we just make
magnets,
magnets. All
and
of
then
our
we
family
send
gets that.
send it in the Christmas
Cards.
cards.
So I don't know what people do with the magnets.
We
We're
could
probably
se- we
floating
could-
somewhere.
Do you want us to send you a magnet
I would love one of those magnets.
of us?
I'm
and the
always
boys?
for that kind of cheeky kind of stuff. So
Oh my gosh, our fridge is full of the yearly annual pictures of our kids. We have 3 boys, and our top fridge where the freezer's at, it's all pretty much covered. Actually, our middle guy, he's in grade 9. He hasn't given us his picture to order yet.
Oh,
He got his thing already. I'm like, where's your thing? He's like, oh, it's in my bag. I'm like, you don't want us to order this? You're gonna be missing a grade 9 picture.
yeah.
And then what?
Well,
and
then
then
I'll have
what?
to
Then you're
take
gonna
his
have
picture
like
again.
regret one day.
Do you do sequentially from bottom up, or do you go
It's
young
sideways.
down?
Decide. No.
So we
no,
have
not
the
No?
we
even.
have the
That's
three
fine.
we have the 3 kids, and
Okay.
we have them all this way. So
Horizontal.
It's the same kit. It's
Let's just all
each
do
kid.
magnets.
They're different.
Yes.
So like for example, Tristan, our eldest, his kindergarten picture is right above Mason, who's 5 years younger. His kindergarten picture.
Yeah, and then
And then Hayden,
Yes.
who's 5 years younger than him, his kindergarten picture. So you see, each sequential
yes.
kid.
And then we can see like at what age you get kind of like, you know, chubbier
I know
versus
each
longer.
one got fat.
Like grade 3, we're like, this
grade
is
grade 4. Grade 4 is when they got
it's
their
the
plumpest.
critical mass part.
They got their plumpest at grade 4.
Yeah,
and
we
then
don't know
started
what's
getting
going
skinny
on
again.
there. Our panda genes kind of like a little bit more. But with Hayden, what I started doing actually was like, wait a minute, where are the older brothers' old shirts or whatever? So I've been strategically having him dress how the older brothers were dressing for that age.
They have
and
the same shirt.
they're all born like different months. So there's Tristan, who's born at the end of the year. So technically he's a small kid in a school year compared to Hayden, who's like in February, he's like the big kid in his class. So for grade 4, Hayden, he's already wearing what grade 5 Tristan wore. But I still have all these old shirts and stuff. And then we're like, okay, who wore it best? Who's the winner for this year?
Yeah.
We do stuff like that. I'm an only child.
So my question to you is, do you enjoy torturing your poor kids?
Every single day. It's what makes
Okay.
memories you know, stand out. I don't think they think of it as torture.
They're used to it.
Yeah, they're used to it. It's normal.
Well, I forget which video it was Nick had done, and he had, you know, one of your little sons there, and he said something that exactly sounded like it came out of your mouth. Like it was a Maria, like I was like, and I commented on Instagram, I'm like, you can tell that's Maria's son. And
I'm so curious what he said now.
Yeah, it just had the same, you know, inflection and everything, the way that you talk, the same cadence. So, yeah, you're gonna have to look back through those. What's that?
I do like my people.
Yeah, Ryan mentioned that he really wanted to meet you.
Oh, I hope I will meet you soon too. I'll
definitely. Yeah. So you're gonna go to Slopes next year.
Brick World Chicago.
Nah, not Brick World.
Yeah, no,
We're doing the magnet exchange.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what's happening?
That could be a thing.
So I would have to make mine just me and then 7 cats around me in little tiny pajamas.
Oh my god, that'd be so cute. Oh my god, I watch so many cat Instagrams. I have no idea.
So the funny thing I always thought would be to do is, like, you know, you guys have children, right? And so you send out a end of the year wrap up, right, in your Christmas card. So, you know, Hayden's doing this, and, you know, you just kind of go through and you say, so I thought it would be funny if I make little backstories for all of them, and like, well,
so funny.
Poe is getting ready to head off to college. He's kind of nervous about it, but, you know, we've really set him up for success, you know, and just kind of like,
I love it.
Like trading
you
cards.
know, being a single guy without kids, it's just kind of like fun to kind of like then give it back, you know, to people and be like, well, here, these are my cats. And, oh yeah, they graduated, you know, from college, and now they have careers. And
oh my gosh, I wish I wasn't allergic to cats. I think cats are probably like the best pets to have. Every time we have friends who go on vacations and stuff, I always volunteer to like take care of their cats, and I just pretty much drug myself up before I enter their houses. But
you just have antihistamine.
Yes, exactly. You know, I'm here. I'm
drinking
here.
the Benadryl.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, my kids are always like, we want a pet. And I'm like, well, you're the pet right now. But this is another reason why we always volunteer to take care of other friends' pets and cats.
Something that we always make for Christmas, we always do calendars. And so Maria will take photos that we've gone throughout the year. Yeah. And then I guess Shutterfly?
Shutterfly is...
They have like a program where you can like put all these pictures on for January,
and I try to
February,
synchronize
March.
Like what January pictures we had from last year will be the January coming up. So it's actually a nice
and then she sends that out to the relatives.
And we're like, wow, we were so little. Like, well, not us. They're so little a year ago, or they look so young a year ago. But we have kept those as basically our yearbooks, right? Like we don't, you know, gone are the days where we print out pictures anymore. I feel like Tristan's the only one with like legit albums.
Yeah, we don't.
The other two are like, how come we don't have albums? It's an extinct process.
They have videos.
They have videos, but the calendars are kind of nice to have it printed out and then, you know, to kind of look at them again.
Do you remember, like, you know, taking pictures and then going, oh, I got to go drop this off in that little tiny shack booth that you drop it off at, and then you go back, you know, 4 days or a week later, and then you pick up your pictures.
Yes.
Oh, they didn't turn out.
Yeah. My eyes were closed again. My eyes were closed again. Red eye.
And then when finally the digital pictures came out, we were like, whoa, this is crazy. You could just keep clicking forever, and you don't
We
even
would have the same.
you don't care about.
Yeah, 20 shots of the same pose.
Yep.
Because you didn't know how to like filter through them yet. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I thought it was funny because meeting Fred, finally he does like the prom pictures.
Yes.
And like I gave him such a hard time about that, because it's like that is exactly how every picture looked, back in the day when I remember, prom and stuff. And I said they were doing a group photo and they were doing the side one, and they're like, I'm like, somebody has to jump in and do this pose.
Yeah.
Where you grab your knees and you kind of sink in and you're like, yeah. So I'm hoping to see that, next year at Brick Slopes. Nick, that's going to be your pose.
It's not going to be me.
What's
You'll
that?
be behind me. You'll be behind me doing one of these, right? Or this way.
Or
yeah. Oh my gosh, who had glamour shots? I had glamour shots in the 80s.
I need a mirror underneath me with a rose in front of it, and then be like,
like a hand model.
Well, Ryan must have had like a lot of headshots for all his his auditions and everything.
I do. I have them floating around somewhere. I don't think I have them in here anymore. Let's see. Give me a second. Play some music.
Oh, okay. Our magnets for like an autographed.
He was just looking at it. So this week for us, usually around this time, we always put up the Christmas tree. And so this is our Christmas tree is now up. Maria wanted to actually buy a new one. However, we've had this one ever since Tristan was born. So this one, we've had this Christmas tree.
And I realized the Christmas tree is only on for like a few weeks, and it's really like
she really wanted to discard our Christmas tree, which we've had forever.
Nick holds onto everything. He has kindergarten notes.
So our Christmas tree,
like his kindergarten notes.
Our box for our Christmas tree.
I can't throw it out. Yeah.
The only way we can close it is
if you don't behave, we are going to turn this car around. Okay.
So our box for our Christmas tree, the only way I can close it is if we duct tape it.
And then he cuts
so we have 19
every
layers of duct tape on it.
I mean, Indigo had a really great sale for Christmas trees for Black Friday. That's the only reason why. But I know we don't need a tree. Our tree's fine.
Yeah, our tree's good. And it looks good now.
Fine. It's really all covered with all,
And then on our mantle by our fireplace, for the past few years, we've always been putting the holiday Funko Pops. But Maria always wants her nutcrackers. So I said, okay. Every odd year.
This is how my husband compromises.
Every odd year, it'll be a nutcracker year. And then on the even years, it'll be a Funko Pop.
And it's an odd year.
So now the mantle has all these nutcrackers.
I feel like I've been so busy the last few weeks that I haven't really thought about putting the Christmas tree up in my head. When I was younger, I loved having the tree up for weeks and weeks and weeks. And as I get older, I feel like, okay, I just want it up and then down again. And so I come home on Wednesday and I didn't even see the tree.
You didn't even notice.
Just saw all the boxes. I'm like, and my head wasn't even computing what these boxes were other than, why is there such a huge mess in our living room? Is the first, because usually when I come home, I'm texting the boys, put the shoes away, vacuum the front door so your mom wants to come back home. I walk in and I'm like, what is this mess?
I was telling Hayden, don't tell mom, it's going to be a surprise. So he was trying his hardest not to spoil.
He came from basketball to pick me up from work that night.
Spoil the surprise that we had Christmas tree up.
So yeah, but it's nice to have the tree up. It does feel Christmas again.
So do you have these glamour shots?
Oh, here we go.
Unfortunately, I think I have them in a. I used to have them in this bottom drawer here, but I think I packed them up and put them away.
No, we should have done our research better before Rapture came on.
Harold,
there's always next time.
Yeah.
So.
Is there a Christmas tree up, Harold?
Yeah. So I have one for my office.
Oh, I see it right there.
I know.
And then we put one up last night after dinner.
Okay. Right after Thanksgiving dinner. Done.
Yeah. Like straight afterwards. Yeah. So the Gucci ball's out.
Yeah, I saw that. That's cool. That's fun.
Yeah. I think this year I'm actually gonna decorate the house since my parents are coming over.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Like outside external lights, we kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I just have a lot of like garden stakes. Like I feel like I buy a lot of like iron rod garden stake stuff, and it's just It's just enough. We have lots of neighbors who go really crazy, and the boys are like, let's do like more. Like we have a maple tree outside, and I have ornaments hanging from it, but I don't remove the ornaments at all.
It's all year round.
So the leaves will just grow around it, and it's perfect. The squirrels probably play with it, and all of our leaves just finally, fell off the tree just
Like,
the last few days. So it was a lot of bags, and I'm like, oh, ornament ready. Like, I mean, I'm all about efficiency here, and year-round celebration.
Also, during the summer and stuff, it keeps the ravens away, right? And all the birds, it's sparkly. It keeps them away.
Noisy.
It's like a scarecrow.
Foreign bodies in the tree. They would not, nest in there and everything. But yeah, I am reminded. Oh yeah, I have to. It's already all decorated.
Oh, Harold, how was Comic-Con?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
so
you went?
last weekend my Lug and I were invited to a Comic-Con event in Richmond. So I mean, it was a comic book convention, so there's like a lot of comic book vendors, stuff like that. But this is the first year that they had a Lego display over there, and we got a lot of feedback. Like a lot of staff members were like, "Oh, you guys got to come back next year."
Oh, okay.
What did you guys bring again?
So I brought my castle, which is in ruins right now.
Oh no! It broke on the way home.
So it made it up there in one piece,
Okay.
but the convention was at a raceway.
Oh.
So I got lost, and I was like, "Oh, there's the exit." So I booked it because I had to go to Friendsgiving later that night.
Yeah.
It's a small bump that pretty much
no.
limited the whole castle, and
Oh no!
yeah, I can show you. So yeah, so there's a tower there, ruined. Tower there, gone.
It looks like a battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ramparts are fallen.
Oh, the keep's gone too.
I don't see the broken part though.
Right there.
But it's a good, like, I've been in a building funk for the past couple months, so it's actually giving me a good motivation to start all over.
After the Virginia one, he needed.
Oh, you were burnt out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was burnt. I just bought, so I was actually looking at your background, and I was like, "Oh, it's like my room. I have boxes everywhere."
Well, all of these are unopened sets, so
yeah, same here.
Oh, that's your pile of shame. Your pile of shame.
Yeah, well, yeah, we won't get into that. I have a problem. Hello, my name is Ryan, and I have a problem.
This is why I love the Lego community so much, right?
Well, I was telling you about my laundry room, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's in the laundry room.
And that's the one thing that just cracks me up about, the Lego community and stuff is that, we don't talk about it, but there are definite, psychological things going on with the whole Lego building, mocking, all of that.
Hoarding.
Well, that's the thing. You have tendencies to, do certain things within your life. So hoarding would be one of them. The fear of missing out. So then you feel like you constantly have to keep up, keeping up with the Joneses or, whoever it may be, that you get the latest set and stuff like that. And the one thing I, told myself last year was, okay, no more buying Lego for full price. And I've kept that commitment for the last year.
Very good.
Yeah, and there you gotta be inventive to get the newer stuff, right? So like Dreams and any of those sets.
Oh, you have some Dreams there.
Okay, nice. So it's like
I have yet to buy a Dream set.
Good job.
These both were at Costco.
he's
it was at Costco.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. So the thing is, though, is that nobody was buying them because it's too new. So they went from being 20% down to 30% off, and I think they're going to even go lower. Yeah,
I hope so.
Because
you can bring your receipt back to Costco and say, "I want a price
adjustment." You only have 30 days for that, though.
Yeah, 30 days. Or if it goes on sale, then you can buy the thing on sale and return this one that was at a higher price. They have no limits to when you can return stuff.
That's true.
That is true, but it depends on the person working the returns because they'll go, well, no, I see you bought it back, in this date, but you also bought it just 2 weeks ago when it's on sale. I can only give you the sale price. So if you have a
Damn.
real smart person working returns, they'll catch you on that one because I have tried that.
But I feel like if you have the original receipt, they should honor the original receipt of purchase.
They should.
I don't
My
keep
mom's
any
returned
receipts.
plants. My mom's
Oh.
returned dead plants to Costco. These didn't work. And they took it.
These didn't work.
They were in
They
her
didn't work.
garden. And then a year later, she took it out of her garden and say they didn't take. These poor Douglases didn't take. They took it. We love Costco. We give Costco all of our money other than the Lego money.
Well, I mean, sometimes the Lego deals are just phenomenal, and there's one set left, and they just want to get rid of it, and they'll slash that thing down to only being 10% of what it cost, and it's like, okay, I have to buy it now.
Fine.
It's like you have no choice.
Yes, yeah. No, that's awesome. We haven't quite seen that kind of a treasure.
Yeah.
Oh, they do it at this one near me, because what'll happen is, like, they'll have like a few sets left, and so they move it to the back wall, and then if it stays on that back wall for too long, they're just like, they need to get rid of it. And I always go to Costco right when they open. I never go later or any of that. So it was just sitting there, and I was like, okay, yeah, $20 for a
this is what the
almost a
universe is telling
$200
me.
set.
Yeah,
Yep.
sold. Oh, that's a great deal. Wow.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they always have the good deals there.
We're going
They
on to
do.
next.
Is it our next segment, which is
It's time for show and tell.
Oh, I missed it.
show
Wow.
and tell? All right, I got it.
What did
This
you
is our
miss?
show and-
The ticker tape.
I do nothing. I just, chat. Very.
show and tell. Maria, what do you got for show and tell?
So before I show my pile of shame because and it
What?
has nothing to do with Lego. Our oldest is in industrial design, second year, and it's funny the things he brings home, and we like to show and tell the things he brings home. So in this year, he's learning. He took fabric, where he learns all sorts of.
Is this Loki?
It's like Gary.
Of technique, and this is made from paper pulp.
Oh,
I
paper
guess.
crochet or not paper?
I
don't know.
It's not
I know
paper.
what
It's
it is.
paper pulp.
paper mache.
But he's made a stack of panda bears out of wool. He's learned how to make paper. It's very
These are like
interesting.
spitballs.
Probably.
Like
You can put in your mouth
You
and
would
then
make
you-
spitballs before, and you'd throw them at the chalkboard.
Well, it's a snail spitball, but
it's-
Well-
we don't know what to do with his projects other than we're clearly show and telling, because at a certain point it's like when there's it's like when they bring art home from kindergarten, you're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
so
Last
good,
year
honey.
he would bring like home these wooden weapons.
Yeah, he brought a lot of.
And so we would show that in show
Weaponry.
and tell.
But
Do you
thought it
have
was
an attic?
executed nicely. Yeah, huh? We do actually, just off his room.
Oh, garage.
An attic.
You can put
No,
stuff
but
in.
there's an attic.
Just
right
put
off
them
his
up
room.
there.
That's a good point too. That's a good point. We actually just him and the middle guy are super into anime figures. Thanks a lot. Harold.
Thanks, Harold.
And they've been very, resourceful at finding new stores that open up in Toronto. And so there's one that I can't remember. According to reviews, it's a gem of a store, and it's a really a hole in a wall. But you walk into this, and it's like a rabbit hole of so many things. And now the second guy is like, we gotta go back to that store, Mom, like incessant. And I feel like just yesterday, the only way for me to sort of keep them in check is I need you guys to dust all of your figures. I need you to dust your shelves, reorganize, and they had to restack all their boxes because at this point in the game, they are still keeping most of their boxes. But yep, I feel like that's a slippery slope that they're going.
And then today
into.
you went to the distillery, right?
Yeah, so
Super
we have
slippery.
a historic area in Toronto called the Distillery where they
neat.
did a lot of distillerying, but now it's full of shops, art galleries, and
But
around this time of the year,
Christmas
they
time.
create it into like a Christmas market, like a European Christmas market, and it has cobblestone, sort of like Montreal if you've ever been, but this is just an older
And then
part
you
of
brought
Toronto.
home that?
Yeah. So,
A single
I'm trying
malt
to,
whiskey? What is it?
they do have a place like that, actually, a
Oh.
place where you try different like whiskey shots, but I went with my kids and nobody could Tristan's almost going to be 19,
No,
so it's almost about
Ryan
to
meant,
drink.
did you bring
Oh,
home a single malt whiskey?
No, I didn't. I brought home this. So,
No.
we try so hard not to buy stuffed animals, or I'm like, nope. We have a ton of toys. Hello, we live in
I
a
just
toy
saw
No.
Hayden holding that. I'm
And
like, what is that?
there's like our youngest who, oh my god, I
This
love
is
this frog so much. This is from
Jellycat?
Jellycat. I love this brand of toys too. They make really funny
They're
things.
squishy.
He kind of looks like Jabba the Hutt, but like a frog. And
like a
his name
booger.
is Rick the Ring. Yeah. And then so of course
Why
I
is
was
his
like,
mouth so big?
I was like, no, we don't need another.
Do any of your
pet.
cats look like this?
No, probably.
No, not green and not with a mouth like that. So
Yes. And so of course the older brother's like, yeah, that's a great toy, Hayden. You should get mom to buy. Twist my twisty arm. Anyways, this now lives in our house. I don't know. It's.
I think you thought it was so cute. That's why you got it.
I did. It was so cute too. Yeah. Okay. I'll stop now. But
what about
here
that
is my
stuff?
shame. Oh, right. Oh, Nick. Oh, a few days ago, because I had Tristan clean out his shelves and shelves of dusty boxes. We came upon his graduating. He graduated at the highest level, I guess, of art in his year.
Whoa,
So we found all of
nice.
his artwork that he actually took to school with him to do some photography on.
Is this upside down?
Because he has photography.
Or is
class.
everything?
It's, I think you can go in any sort of motion with it. So he used to draw a lot. He still draws for his
crazy.
program right now, but he hasn't to this magnitude. But I'm always pretty impressed, always, by just his abilities, I guess. Like, this is one of probably my favorites. So it's kind of nice to like see them. I didn't realize we had stored them in the back of his closet. It's almost like a Narnia closet
What's all the little?
of artwork. But
good
he has a
concept
lot of
art.
very surrealistic looking, maybe Escher-esque, maybe Dali-esque. I don't know. Kind of styles.
Hold on.
Oh, where did we go? See,
Are you
even the
taking the
camera's
camera?
like, whoa, this art is just too much. Did you copyright
No,
this
it's because
art?
I touched the camera.
I didn't touch nothing. Oh!
What happened?
um,
Oh,
difficulties.
Hold on.
It was my lower back.
The camera.
oh no.
Working out it. No, I'm just joking. We will be back
Here, you can.
after some live commentaries from our sponsor.
All right,
You can
Ryan,
show
you're up.
You can show your.
Oh.
What's your favorite monologue?
that is scary, like being that big. Let's see here. I
I
got
was
to
gonna say,
change
as an actor, what would you say? Like, what would be your what's it called? Your
my slate.
Oh,
yeah, like
neat.
when you're trying out
Okay.
for something. Like, what would be your
Audition?
audition monologue or something?
Oh God, you're asking me to go back too many years.
Do you even remember that?
Generally, like in Hollywood, you didn't have to do that. So
Oh, okay.
you would have a script and then you go from there.
I
so-
see. I wasn't sure. I can still
Oh,
recite,
that's what I need to look up.
in Flanders Fields because they make us memorize
Flanders
that
Field.
over and over again.
So, okay, show and tell. This is just some of the sig figs. Of course, there I am. We got Ben over here. We got Hoppa Bricks.
Oh, very fun.
We got Tiger Spritz. We got Tone. We got the S and Legos. And then on this side, we got Lego Creator. We got Bricks Why Not, Annabelle. And then we got Gene's version, Gene there. So,
Oh, cool.
So have you met each of these people?
yeah, everyone except for, well, I guess two. Tone, but I've talked to Tone and S in Legos. I haven't talked to, Steph. She had just mentioned that, she saw that I was like, anyone want to trade figures? She's like, I do. And I'm like, okay, cool. So that was the most communication we had, but he seems very nice. So I figure, everyone else I've met and all the rest here, Tigress, Hoppa, Ben, Lego Creator, Gene, Annabelle wasn't there. So I've videoed with Annabelle and talked to her quite a bit, on Instagram.
Yes.
So
Is this a cafe that you guys are all standing in front of?
yeah, this is the
Oh, okay.
Oh,
the
you
friends-
mean
Oh.
tri
That's cool.
triplex. Yeah.
that's
then
the
the
one
other
from
thing- Oh,
Was that the one from Rebrickable?
Yeah. Yep.
That's cool.
Very nice.
So as you can see, the leftover remnants there. That you have so much extra. And by the way, did not pay full price for any of those sets. They
Awesome.
were all very heavily discounted.
Well, what are the different sets? So you have the Friends Cafe. What else is there?
Yeah, so you get the cafe, and you go ahead and you get the friend's apartment, but then
Okay.
you need to order so many bricks. What I did is I just bought a second friend's apartment and used the
okay.
majority of it for that.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. It looks so cool.
And then, of course, this
Oh.
one, which is, I guess you don't need to see my candy there, but
Gummy bears.
but I have to say that they did a really good job with this. And if you don't have the space for a Hogwarts, on the big side, this is the one to go with.
That's
So
beautiful.
really liked it. And then you guys saw my hoard, so I'm not going to show and tell that.
Are those
Muffins?
muffins?
What's that? Oh, right here?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
this
it's
was like, that's tacos right there. 'cause
No,
you didn't
no,
give me a mini fig.
the raised
Yes.
the raised.
Oh,
This-
that's for your mouse.
Sure, a mouse. Yeah.
I thought that was food.
Oh.
No,
I
it's
don't know if Nick's hungry.
I think he is. It's a kitty paw.
That's
Yeah,
cute.
it's a kitty paw.
It's cute.
That's cute.
No, I thought they were like biscuits or something or cookies.
Muffins?
Well,
I thought
You know
about
the cats do
I
make
thought it was a
biscuits.
muffin tray. I thought it was like a muffin tray.
Yeah.
You know, the muffins pop out.
the Muffin
That's
Man.
funny.
No muffins.
Oh, so Maria can finish her.
Oh,
Oh, wait, did you
It was-
show this one?
yeah, just one last. This is probably next
Dang,
week.
now I want muffins.
Of Tristan
I'm
still.
hungry.
This is still.
Ooh, that one's
probably his
nice.
last- This one is
Color.
pencil crayons, and I feel like I've never even drawn this intensely with pencil crayons.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was very very creative. I feel I drew well when I was younger, and I could, but I'm a copier. Like you give me an item, and I can copy that item, and I don't think I ever drew outside of my comfort zone. Versus Tristan, who's always kind of pushing
It's like every direction you can. go with it.
boundaries of design.
Oh, there's heads there. I just saw the heads.
Yep, you can. Yeah,
Or
there's
this
lots
way.
of
Or this
facets
way.
to this art.
So wait a
But
minute,
yeah.
Maria, did you
Yes.
draw the turtle and the pirate and all that stuff? Do you remember that? You can be an artist, and they had those little things that you could draw, and you would copy, like drawing the turtle or the pirate or any of that.
What is that?
Like they would have it as like the newspapers here. They would have like draw this and draw that, and I would actually do that. But I love drawing Disney characters, right? So I would always borrow either from the library or my parents would buy me like animation books, and I would delve into it. But I know that there's so many more artists who are so much more talented, right? Like this is in terms of competition. Like you can draw well, and then you can see somebody else's technique is like just far more superior, and you're just like, okay, this is not something that I can fully invest in personally. But no, art was always part of my life, and I try to push my kids into art. Boy 1 and 2 seem to enjoy it, and 3 is like no. 3 is, hey, go follow those YouTube channels, how to draw. So
But
it's
boy
actually
1
pretty
and
good
2,
about that.
when they were 3's age, they weren't into art.
They weren't into art yet, but I don't think 3 will ever get into art. I don't know, but
Like me, I'm not into art.
he makes really great stick figures. You should see the stick figures. It's
They're not
stellar.
stick figures.
Oh,
They're regular figures. They're just drawn.
they have.
They're on a
yeah.
diet. They're very skinny. They
Yeah,
just
yeah.
What do you got there?
And this is my stack of shame technically. So I go to the distillery today, Christmas market, and my favorite stationery store is there, the Toronto Pen Shop. And I bought more
Washington?
inks. Do I need more inks? No, I don't need more inks. I
Maria
can
collects
probably,
inks.
live off ink for the
That's
next
like
so
a
many
bagel.
lifetimes. But it's so fun. And I went and bought the next 2 ink releases from this Canadian ink place called Ferris Wheel Press, and they're very much,
Ooh, that
as
blue's
Harold
nice.
knows, they're part of like the fairy tale collection. So one is called Plated Gold Trusses. So it's like Rapunzel. Rapunzel is being featured. So it's like a golden sheen ink. And this one is called the Ribbiting Pond. So it's like the Prince Frog,
Ribbit.
Yeah.
ribbiting pun.
That'd be
So
cool. Sounds
I
cool.
said, no, I don't need any more
Are you gonna
ink,
take it out of
and
the
I don't
box?
know why they're home right now. Yeah.
I want to buy a fountain pen now.
I know you should. Maybe I'll send you a fountain pen. I have a lot of fountain pens. But yeah. So it's nice golden ambery with
Yeah.
gold flecks in there. It's so pretty.
I want to see how that writes. That's cool.
It's really nice. I have to say,
Yeah?
I'm surprised. I write with a lot of fine nib. Is my preference when I write with a fountain pen. And
It's like a Christmas ornament.
it's really very cool
I know.
that you can still see the sheen. Yeah, I like the design of these bottles.
That's
and
funny.
they have shrunk. Like when they first came out a few years ago. I think they've been around for 10
I was
years.
gonna say, I was like,
These were large.
Yeah.
But
How long does one bottle last?
it's a while. It's a while. Like I actually have vials of them, a small vial that I will transport with me so I can carry that more portably in my pencil case because I believe in pencil
Use
cases.
a funnel?
No, and so I know I should probably have a show and tell how I do my inks here, but
Or is it like
next
a
time,
syringe?
like,
It's a syringe and then you spray
actually
it.
there
kinda
are
curious
syringes.
about
So
that.
yeah, so usually like if I were to transfer this bottle into one of my vials, I would use either a funnel or they actually have ink syringes.
Oh.
And then you can do that safely. I still get a ton of ink around my fingers,
You don't
but
wear
they're
gloves?
water soluble. No, they're fine. It looks like I'm a committed artist when I have ink on my fingertips. And the vial itself, it takes a while to actually, like if this is 20 mils, the vials are around 5 mils.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's about,
So like 4.
but then I kind of mix things up. Like I
Quick
feel
math.
like I
So
wouldn't
how long would a
necessarily-
5mm
it's still quite some time.
milliliter?
Yeah, like I feel like I would then to transfer it into the nib of my ink. I then transfer that vial content into its cap, so it's like really tiny, and then I it's a piston filling kind of fountain pen, and I just kind of slurp it up. But
For her journals, when she journals.
because it's all part of my
Yep.
mental health, and I
Well,
cry.
Did you hear that they're not teaching cursive anymore? Is this true?
Yes, it's
Yeah, that's on their-
absolutely true.
But they're starting to reintroduce it now.
So we heard this year that they were going to reintroduce it. I have yet to see Hayden try cursive other than last
Oh.
summer. I tried to get him started and his writing is not.
But
You
our
know.
first two don't know cursive.
Yeah. And so you lose the sense of creating a signature if you don't do cursive. So Tristan just prints his name out.
Yeah.
I'm like, here, sign here. And it's like TR. I'm like, oh my God.
Did you see there was some sort of meme or TikTok or something, and the girl's like, "Oh, we came at a real time savers where you connect all the letters as you're writing," and the guy gets on there and he's like, "It's cursive."
That's
So,
yeah. Well, this year we
okay.
went to the open house for Hayden's grade 4 class. We did see like a poster that shows cursive. So I'm
Right.
hopeful,
For the
but we're
letters.
almost at the end of first semester and we'll see.
Hmm.
We'll see. They're still very much into this STEM classes, right? STEM courses.
Harold, what do you got?
I don't have anything.
You always have something.
Yes.
Thanksgiving. I know. It was like Black Friday. Hello.
Yeah. So at like Comic-Con, I wasn't expecting to buy anything. Well, if they had
Oh no.
anime
We
stuff,
started
I'll
buying
buy it.
comics.
Uh-oh.
But it's just like pure comics and stuff. So
Oh, I forgot.
I didn't know this booth was there. He was trying to sell his Star Wars collection. And I just came out of the bathroom. I was like, oh, what's this? And it's a figure that I missed out about 12 years ago. So this is a like
Okay.
12-year-old figure. It's from the Star Wars Expanded Universe. It's the Republic
Oh.
Trooper. And
So
I got
when you
this for a good
found
price. I
this-
got it for $30.
Did your heart skip a beat?
I have to
or-
look up what he goes for online, but it's also an unpunched card, which
Oh, like, yeah, they unpunched for when they
Yeah.
hang it on the.
so I was kind of
racks.
surprised. Like it was, like I said, it was $30. It's really mint. But usually unpunched cards go for almost double, sometimes triple the price of like the
Mhm.
20. I think right now it's like $13. So
Okay.
yeah.
Did they have any other characters that were
Um,
also cheap?
Yeah, there's a bounty hunter that came out with this, and then they also have, which I have in another box. Like I'm slowly packing out my collections, I guess you could say. But there's another expanded universe characters that were made. I think one of them is Bastion Shaw. I think she's an old Republic figure
I
with
don't know
the
that.
double-bladed yellow lightsabers. Yeah, but she goes for a lot more. Yeah.
Do you know these characters, Ryan?
I've heard that name before, but I don't know the storyline or the back storyline of Bastion Shaw. But I think it might have been mentioned in what is it? Jedi Fallen Order. That's
Yeah.
the video game. I think that's where the name was dropped. So
Yeah, like these were released when the old Star Wars Old Republic MMO came out, which I was kind of addicted before I joined the military. I don't know if I showed this before, but I did find one of these like old school
Oh, cool.
kind of like play. I don't know what they're playing.
Is it like
containers? But basically, like this comes off. And
is it soft?
yes, you build on this.
Oh,
Hmm.
interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like the tray company.
I've never opened this. Like I just use this to store my Black Falcon army.
And you
but
play
yeah,
in
it's
there.
kind of
Oh, interesting. And it has like the whole 3D.
So this was at Comic-Con. You picked this up there too as well?
No, this was at my local toy shop, which I'm going there tomorrow. I bought it for $5.
Oh wow, very good.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. Another thing that I found at the Comic-Con, which I was totally not expecting to see. As you can see, like I collect figures and stuff like that. Gundam, but I did find the Gundam base RX-78 Master Grade.
What's a
completely new?
He has a shield.
And I got this for $70, which is kind of crazy because this is out of production.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I collect these, like this particular model too. I think maybe next week I'll show you guys like the
finished
other
product.
Yeah.
Like I have like custom transparent, like 3 versions of the same model kit.
Oh wow.
When are you gonna build that?
Next
Like
week.
Are you gonna build that? Are you gonna build it for next week?
No pressure.
I'm gonna build this probably at my next place, but yeah.
Oh, you're gonna save it.
There's another one I saw. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like Supreme. They're kind of like a very limited like fashion type stuff. Like they sold a brick for I think like $200.
Oh.
And it just says Supreme. The bumper sticker is like usually like $30.
It's a brand name?
It's only because it's very limited, and I don't know, people go crazy for it. But they have a model kit of that, and I might buy it.
It just sounds like they got a good hype man, saying,
Yeah,
"Oh yeah, this bumper sticker is worth $30." Oh my God, you cannot live without this.
Yeah. You could buy like a pair of like these Supreme Timberlands for it could go up to like $1,000. I don't know. My friend buys them.
So they collaborate with like other brands. And
No, it's very.
They just put their name on it.
12 o'clock.
Supreme.
You're either in line at the store or online trying to get in.
I know. I feel like I have.
And they have like a strong following.
I know they're a band.
Time, and I got I think this is last year's Hatsune Miku, but this is the not Chase, but like the other variant of it.
Mm-hmm.
The actual one, which is her in a red like coat, comes in like December. So glad about this. I don't know. It's kind of weird that I found this on Amazon.
I did buy Mason's, let's call it his Christmas present. He's been looking at this figure that's called One Piece.
Going back to Lego, did get this for $20.
Oh, good.
You picked it.
Did you find it at Costco?
It's because it's Marvel.
Walmart.
Oh, Walmart.
So I had the Star Wars one too, but it got delayed. It actually went from shipping to pickup as I was checking out. So I was like, I don't want to drive. I want it delivered to me.
I guess it's next Friday
shipping,
already.
so
December
I should get
1st.
that like Saturday.
Yeah.
You can start opening it.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Nick
on
got
Friday.
the advent calendars from Costco, all I don't know, whatever, 3 because they went on sale. And there's Hayden who's like, I just want chocolate. so his godmother, my good friend, she just bought him like, one of those like really, I don't know, milk chocolates. It just has Mandalorian, like the baby Grogu at the front, and it's like really those flat boxes. It's not even Lindt because she's like, what does he want? Does he want Kit Kat? Does he want like Cadbury? Does he want whatever?
Yeah.
I'm like, just basic. And
Like
then
the
she
ones
found
that's like a little Christmas tree.
exactly.
And then the ones
So she just found this flat. She's like, there, it's $5. I'm like, oh my God, he'll love it. And of course, I walk in and she's like, oh my God, that's so cool. I'm like, yeah, okay, your dad has like the Lego ones here. And yeah.
They're all over. They're all over it. The
Lego. So overrated.
I did buy a whole bunch of like
Oh.
minifigs this Black Friday.
From where?
From where?
Brick Warriors, Brick Tactical. I
Oh,
think.
did they have good sales? Like
Yeah.
Black Friday deals?
Sort of. They're just like new releases.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it's you.
Is
Oh,
it
I
my
forgot
turn?
about you. I thought we were collectively like, showcasing our new frog. I don't know what to do.
No,
with
I
it.
have my show.
I told Hayden
too.
it's gonna go back into his stocking.
It's the button. Is it this? No, it's not that one. Yeah, it's that one. All right. So my show and tell. So this is what I built this week.
What's that?
It's
Oh,
the
it's
room of.
Nick.
It's the room of requirements.
What is the big orange thing?
Oh,
I think it's
brick
supposed
separator?
to be a snake,
Yeah, I know. I don't remember
but
this.
I don't remember this from the movie. Do you guys remember this from the movie?
I remember not.
No.
Not orange snake.
But this is the
Brick
room of
separator.
requirements. The
room of
doors.
requirement.
I guess the door. I'm not sure why the door is.
It slides.
Oh, it slides?
Oh, that's cool. What are
she's up
those
there.
called? Those doors that slide. There's a word for them.
It slides open, but then there's like another. There's like another door in here. So
Oh.
it slides open, but there's a door.
It's a nice sticker in the back, from what I see.
You get like a gray lady,
Oh, fine.
and then you get Malfoy. And I think these are like older Hermione
Older versions?
and Harry.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Wait, yeah, what
Like
movie was
adult?
that in?
Adulter.
That they had the. I thought they had the room of requirements early on. Oh,
We're
hitting
falling
this.
again. We're having.
I think it was in. Was that Order of the Phoenix?
Maybe.
I feel like I need to like reread Harry Potter again.
And
I
then
so
this
hate
is
it.
the
Yeah, we're watching the
inside.
movies right now.
Mhm.
We just
It's very
did a little bit
Christmassy,
of
isn't it?
fire.
So they have like all this crazy room of requirements things in here.
Items.
Oh wow, I didn't even see the back.
But this opens up. So hold on.
That's not Headless Nick.
If you take the tops
Oh,
off,
so you can make the ultimate.
Oh.
this slides open like that,
Oh.
so you can see.
Did
So-
you like the build?
Yeah, it was cool. So we get, I guess, a record player.
Oh yeah, that's the record player that they played.
Was there a record player? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's to like, I guess to jam while they're practicing.
There's this cool books and like a chair on
Mhm,
top
a
of
stack.
books.
Oh, that's the Crown of Ravenclaw. I think.
And then you get the little pixie.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, neat.
So if you think about Ryan's huge micro Hogwarts,
Mhm.
this is just like one of the rooms inside that
Yeah.
big so it's cool. I like this little glass thing here too. So again, it's modular, so you can like add it to the existing ones to make whatever.
Where are you gonna put this?
I'm just
Will
gonna
it-
add it to
Will
my
it
other.
still fit?
I'll make it
That's
fit.
always. I don't know how Nick makes
I'll
things
figure
fit.
out how to make it fit.
It's like
And then I did some Black Friday shopping.
I don't think there was a sale.
Whoa.
I did some Black Friday shopping.
It was
Nice.
just released today?
Yeah, it came out today.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize the Lego store opened at 8 o'clock. So I got there at 9, expecting to wait in line till.
And there was
10.
no lineup
And there's no lineup.
But it wasn't sold out.
No, they had like bags. They had
ready.
these bags. Yeah, like like the big,
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that's humongous. It's like a leaf.
the big.
We gotta
shopping
rake our
bags.
leaves in this. Or like buy
So-
soil for.
It's like
Those big
IKEA
shop-
now.
I know. Oh, malfunction.
Unplug my light. So these big shopping bags are there now instead of having to, because what they used to do was
Put duct tape or
the
something.
box they'd have like this tape that they put,
Mhm, and you carry it out.
Yeah.
but now they have these strong.
So when you saw that there was no
Strong
lineup, did you feel like, oh, it's sold out?
I know, I thought I was too late, but then he's like, no, we still have some. But there was a huge lineup like before 8 o'clock. He said
No.
that people were there already.
What else came out today? If people are vying for,
I guess
mean-
just the sales. They had
Oh,
sales, but so here's the taxi cab.
are these gift with purchases?
Yeah, these are the gifted purchases. So you get this exclusive 150 piece taxi.
Whoa.
And what's the thing coming out of the top?
That's Black Panther.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna sneeze. No, it went away.
Mhm.
And
I was like, are you gonna open it?
Yeah. Oh, look, a night castle.
Oh,
sign.
nice. That's sold out.
Just those. Yeah, this sold out online apparently.
Yeah.
Hey, this is not a guap?
Sorry,
Those are not guaps?
these are all gifted purchases.
Yeah, those
Oh.
are guaps.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
then the
How many of those did
winter-
you get?
I think 2.
Two?
And then you also get this poly bag.
Oh, I didn't get that.
I think this is in store only.
Oh, and store only. Can I get a drive?
We
So
know.
Harold, you picked this up too?
I mean, I didn't pick up the Avengers Tower. I was kind of like, I'm just gonna wait.
Oh.
I should have just bought the stuff that I got during double VIP, but it's okay.
Or Rakuten. Still 12%.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
the. Oh, sorry, it was 15% Rakuten.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
These are the minifigures.
How many? Oh, that's a lot.
There's a
Whoa,
lot.
That's
There's
crazy.
like over 30. But the cool one is the Vision one. I
Mm.
think he has translucent legs.
Interesting. That is
And
quite
Cool.
the
Are we gonna
family.
see this built next week?
I don't know.
there's an Eric.
When Nick is so quiet in the basement, I
have
don't know. I
actors
keep thinking
here,
he's still
too.
committed to the laundry, but
Who's Alexander Pierce?
Alexander Pierce? Not
And then there's
sure.
Kevin Feige.
So we get another Hulk? Is it a different
But
shade of
this
green?
Hulk-
Yeah, but that
you
one
can
has
take his hair
removable
out.
hair.
Yeah, you can remove his
Oh.
hair.
Oh. How
You know,
Lego has
when
evolved.
Bruce Banner, started having the
Yeah.
receding hairline and
Where's
Yeah.
my nioxin?
yeah, didn't
Right
want to do
here.
the minoxidil or anything.
Yeah. I'll just do the red platelets, red blood platelets. Look.
For the back,
Where are you gonna put this? I always
I'm
have to
gonna
ask
put it
these
here. I'm
questions.
gonna
Really? You're gonna destroy that?
put this somewhere else. I'm gonna
Oh.
take this and put it here. I'm gonna take this ship
Hmm.
and put it down here. And I'm
When
gonna stick
does Nick
the
have
Avengers
time to
Tower
like
here.
shift things in his brain?
Actually, no, I can keep this here. I'm just gonna have the Avengers Tower here and move this over here.
Okay.
So it's gonna be beside the Daily Bugle. Except
I
it's
can't
gonna
wait
be,
that you're gonna be dusting the shelves.
it's gonna be taller than the Daily Bugle. So that's the plan.
Okay.
And I already made space for
What?
the new modular.
When's the new modular coming out?
December.
How dare they?
So
They're ruining our budget. No Christmas dinner, bah humbug.
So the new modular is a 48 by 48 base plate,
Okay.
and I measured a 48 by 48 base plate exactly fits
I don't know.
right in here because it's 48 by 36. So
Depends on the orientation
that.
of the modular.
it's exact.
What if
fits
it's facing
exactly.
sideways this way?
Didn't somebody already built it?
Hopefully, It's not too tall. Yeah, probably the land members. Didn't the land members?
Wasn't sure.
I haven't seen. Have
But look
I?
at that. Look how nice and
Okay.
how exact that fits. I was like, whoa.
This is what happens when Nick has those aha
But then,
moments and we're like in
Sesame
bed and then he just
Street
gets up and
sticks out
he
the
probably
So-
rushes to the basement and like starts measuring
Oh, these are
things.
the boys, Ryan. We
Ah.
got these pictures. That's us. Okay, that's extra show and tell.
Okay. Look how happy he is. It's like Christmas in November or Black Friday.
I know.
This is where like I don't even like, there's we haven't like given each other Christmas presents because it just, I don't know, happens all year round.
So my question is when was the last time the pool table was used as a pool table?
Around
Last month.
pandemic actually.
Yeah,
They were actually quite busy. The boys played and played and played. And
But then now
they were mindful.
I have stuff in the corners, so they're gonna have to use like the small
stick.
stick.
So they're winners. They have winning moves when it comes to the what's that short stick called?
I call it
Yeah.
the nipper, but it's not called the nipper.
I keep telling him like, oh, move all the modulars on the table.
No, because I use the pool table to build, to sort,
City.
to do our live stream. So
It's a nice table.
You can do that
All right.
upstairs.
No, it stays hall. Here.
we're gonna go into our last segment.
It stays here.
Are you guys ready?
Okay.
It's time for news you can use.
Oh, so cool.
Eat each other? Do you compete?
No, he's trying to put the ticker tape. Here. I'm just setting it up, Ryan.
I mean, now that we know the modulars are coming out, what else are we gonna use? You
I
can
know.
use?
Just reorder it, huh?
I feel like
Man.
Oh, not
this
sure.
year, Lego, do not top this year.
I'm kind of
Yes.
going back and forth if I should get the boutique hotel.
Oh, it is
Oh, you don't
nice.
have that? I thought you had the boutique hotel.
Why is
No,
it
I
about
haven't
to
bought any new
expire?
modulars.
Retire, I mean.
The last one I got was Assembly Square.
Is it about to retire, the boutique motel?
No, I don't think so. News that you can use thanks to Alan the Brick Fan.
Thank you. Who
Thanks,
also lives in Rakuten?
Alan.
So, as Harold was saying, Lego Marvel Taxi and
Ah.
Majesto's Magic Workshop is now sold out on Lego Shop at Home.
How are they sold out on LegoShop.com?
'Cause-
Like, online should have, unlimited.
But then there's like
Supplies.
unlimited people who are not going to the stores because they don't have a store, so that's limited.
It went out of stock 30 minutes after Black Friday started.
Oh,
How
really?
crazy.
Oh, I see that.
So your best chance is to go to a Lego store.
But they
Carol.
probably still have the Christmas market, maybe.
And this is, you can
Yeah,
see
there-
the Winter's Market.
There are
as well,
still.
where
How
you
does
purchase
he
the
know
winter-
there's 190 items on? Oh, 190. Okay, I thought there was 190.
I
window
thought it was
market stuff.
200.
Oh,
Mm,
I don't know.
No?
he knows.
But yeah, so this, I guess if you have multiples, you can have like multiple castle.
I know. I missed getting that
setups.
one. I think it was like 2,000 something points. Yeah, the Lego store
Oh.
crashed last night around like
Oh,
12:30.
really? Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
And that was already sold out, but I guess it came back on. And then I missed
Oh,
it.
this is what Ryan was
Black
talking
Friday
about.
sale, the collector's edition.
This is the one you're
Marvel's
talking about,
Express.
right?
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
sale for $350, $349.99.
30% off Hogwarts.
Mm.
The box is beautiful.
Yeah, I didn't get
Beautiful
this.
boxing.
I wouldn't have
boxage.
anywhere to put this one.
You wouldn't have room? No way.
He knows when to hold them, know when to fold them,
I
know
fold,
when to walk away.
I walked away.
Yeah, good job.
Oh,
So
yeah,
are
the
these
link.
these are the other deals? We have
Jurassic World Baronet.
That's a
Jurassic
retired
World,
Oh, is
BTS.
it? $64 for BTS?
I know.
What percent off is that from
30.
99? 30%.
30.
About 30, yeah.
They have. I never got this one
The
either.
Lego, the White House
The
is a better-
clamshell.
Yeah, that's okay. I have nowhere to put
It
that
looks
in my
messy.
brain. Yeah.
The treehouse. What else
And
is
then
here?
it's all cut off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh.
the actual Horizon one, when it first was on sale, it was like $49, like half
Oh
off
wow,
of what it
Oh.
normally costs.
that's crazy.
The tall
And now
Mark.
it's back up to 72. So
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I bought that last year.
Oh, this is nice.
This is still around. It's been
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
one on sale at 125.
What is this called? Oh, medieval
Blacksmith shop.
blacksmith. Yeah. Wow. It's a nice one.
The clamshell.
The clamshell.
Oh, there's a new Disney movie called Wish.
Black Friday 2023 promotions now live. We're live. So
These are all the
I showed
previews.
earlier.
Yeah.
Majesto, the Winter Market,
Mm.
and then these are different poly bags.
What? How did you get the snowman?
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know.
Well, you got a cooler one though.
I mean, it's
But
more
these ones come with
seasoned.
minifigures. And you
So-
get Leanne
Okay.
Yeah,
We can't
Leanne.
have it all.
and a turtle. Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Avengers.
a massive set.
So I used my VIP points. I had $140 of
Mm.
actually they're called Lego Insider
Yeah,
points.
insider points.
She was
yeah,
like,
why
"Do you
did they
these?"
have to change that? What?
I know.
What's the big push?
What would be the outsider?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like
outsiders.
Why do you make these?
Someone in the
things?
marketing team.
You're an
no, somebody was like, "Oh no, we can't say that you're very important because then that will offend some
Correct.
people." So now you're just an insider, which
Yeah.
makes you sound like you're part of the mafia or something.
Oh,
I
you
know.
You're a threat.
What are your connections?
So the stadium is on sale. I guess this is the
Oh,
latest
Of
stadium.
course. They always go on sale.
I don't think they're making any more stadiums. I think that's it.
Thank God.
They stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, we never got this. You guys have this. The Barnes and
fun.
Noble
Yeah.
gift with purchase. But it's
But
not.
it's-
Only the
it's-
packaging looks cool.
Yeah. It's
The
a-
packaging
The
is
actual
cool,
thing.
do this.
but the
And
build
we do
is
with
kind of like
boxes. It looks like a Hallmark ornament box. Actually, I feel like they use that kind of coloring.
It does.
Green.
Buy the fireplace. What do you have to spend? $75?
$dollars.
I heard they're gonna have a Costco in Buffalo. They don't have a Costco in Buffalo. They have it at Sam's
So where do
Club.
they go?
So
they
I think
go-
the closest Costco would be Detroit, like for us.
No, where do the people in Buffalo go?
I don't know. Sam's Club, Walmart,
Oh.
not Costco. I don't know why there's no. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Why? When
Because
you go
Costco
to Buffalo,
US.
you're gonna go to Costco?
Yeah.
$45.
Wine. Anything to declare no.
There's more Amazon.
I almost bought that
sales.
set.
Daily Bugles
Oh,
on
that's
sale?
what Ryan's talking about.
This is on sale, 14% off.
Oh,
Dang.
yeah.
$399. That's a fun number. $399.
I know.
Yeah, it was
Like-
ridiculously marked down. I don't know if it was a
Wow.
mistake or what happened, but
Yeah,
after
yeah.
2 hours it was gone, and then
Right.
now
Whoever
it's
lucky got it.
300. Yeah.
Wow.
So these were the
Wonder-
discount codes, and they sold out really quickly. But then
Oh.
they came back, so they restocked it.
Yeah. I think the Assembly Square is still gone. Gunship. Blacksmith
Assembly
shop.
Square, yeah.
That's
Save 60. What was the biggest save? I guess save 100 for the
That's me.
Eiffel, 60 for the Square, and Skywalker's land speeder.
Yeah, I forgot they made a
Bless you.
that's an America shield. Oh, you need
Mhm.
dust, Nick.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Testing.
Bless you.
Oh, look, Fortnite teaser.
Oh,
You
no.
can make this guy.
Oh yeah.
It's like Mixel Eyes.
I feel like you can make this so easily.
I know. Let's go make it later and have a bunch of them, and we can hang them for a Christmas tree. They look very Christmas tree ornamenty.
Yeah, they do.
I think it's the
Make it in different
what are these
colors.
called?
It could
These
be
wedge.
Emperor's
Yeah,
New
orange
Groove.
and yellow. Yeah. Let's make it very festive. Green and red, even. That's fun.
So, is this going to be a gift with purchase?
Yeah, we don't know
That's
if it's anything.
Stay.
The Stray Kids. Lego Ideas Stray
Oh.
Kids Ordinary Maniac.
What's
Ordinary.
that?
I don't know.
Ordinary.
Ordinary.
Is that like BTS? Are they like
No, never heard of them.
a boy band?
And I don't know them.
I mean, it looks like a it does say music video.
Maniac music video.
Hmm.
We have to figure out who the Stray Kids
Uh-oh.
are.
Now Nick's gonna watch all of their videos
1,
and then
2,
he's going to
3,
yep, I know
4,
them, I'm gonna buy the
5,
set.
6, 7, 8.
I mean, it looks like
It's
a
Nick,
Korean
Nick
boy
had a
band group,
BTS
though.
moment.
8 members. Yeah, the way they're dressed, right? But this guy looks
What's it called?
like
Stray Kids?
Gem and the Holograms.
Ordinary.
Yeah, Stray Kids. Ordinary Maniac is probably their song. I'm surprised Ryan doesn't know.
Oh,
The pressure.
yeah.
You're so into the what
Into
the kids are
the
into these days.
what the
Trends?
K-pop and all that stuff. Yeah, no, I'm not
it is
not quite there.
Korean boy band.
Oh, here it is.
Oh. Yeah,
Gen
I don't know
Z.
them.
I don't want to press it because that might get
No,
copyright
we're
strike.
good.
No.
Okay, it reaches 10,000 supporters. Good.
This looks like BTS. Like didn't they have like the posters on the
Posters, yeah,
wall
I
in
think
their coffee shop or whatever it was?
I have a calendar sale.
Wow, what do you
advent
know?
calendar. This
Did
is what
you-
Harold
how
got.
you- What was the discount?
What are the minifigs on this?
20%?
No, it was like
20%.
40%.
Oh wow.
$20
Only $20 each.
Yeah.
Ah, see, we should have but
We
the
should-
Costco one's gone, right? It's no longer back?
Yeah.
Oh, so crazy.
We should have lived in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
you
was the
guys,
plan like
you
years
need to
ago.
move down here.
We thought
That's
about
it.
it when we first got married and I don't know what happened.
We just stayed.
I want to retire in
We
Florida.
stayed
That's
close
still
to
a
home.
dream. Yeah, we stayed.
Well, you can do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had this. I didn't use my points for this.
Yeah, it's gone.
I only
now.
got the camera.
Oh, maybe she got the tin ornament.
Oh, not the camera. I only got the tape recorder.
I can make that for you.
But look, you get these shields.
Oh,
The light.
do we not have those shields at all?
What are they called? The
Crap.
Black
Black
Falcon
Falcon.
shields.
When
Was
you
it-
put in the code for the tape recorder, did it
Yeah.
actually show up in your cart, or did it just accept the code and that was it?
I didn't put it. I didn't put it in my cart yet. Like I didn't buy something.
Oh, you haven't
For
bought
it.
anything yet?
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I
it's
held off
it's
on
in my,
buying
it's in my
something
email.
because I put in the code and it didn't.
Mm.
It just put a percentage, like it just said %, and that was it. It didn't show a picture. Like in the past, they've shown the picture of it, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Oh.
It didn't when I put it in, so I was like, okay, forget it. Like
Mhm,
I'm gonna hold
Oh.
off and then call customer service on Monday.
mhm.
Yeah, because you don't want it to not work, and then all of a sudden you lose it.
Yeah, you lose all your points too, so. Boy.
So this is the shadow box. You got three
Three
times.
Yeah, maybe I should have
Oh.
bought the Batman cave.
Ooh, 3 times.
Pac-Man.
You still have a few days.
Tranquil Gardens. Yeah, you have until the 27th. Because I don't think these sell out, right? You will always get the 3 times points.
Yeah.
4 times points.
What?
4 times.
Hogwarts.
think-
Didn't you say you wanted the Chambers of
Chamber
Secrets?
Secrets?
You get 4 times
Ooh.
points, Harold. I thought you said you wanted this
I have
one.
that.
4 times.
Oh,
That's
you
next
have it.
level.
Yeah, I got it at Walmart for 50% off.
Better.
Yeah, it's better. Oh, aren't you gonna get 6? For your
Yeah, I
mom?
got yesterday too. Was a seat sale for a bunch of our theaters here
They
in
heard
Toronto.
your
So
I know they heard you. That's why they have it
they
here.
heard me. Yeah, no. But, Christmas gifts for my mom is time with her and a musical.
Also, these are the finalists for the Bricklink Designer Series 3. So what do we have here?
Ah,
We have like a fishing
another-
dock.
Yeah.
We have the
Ooh,
Art of Chocolate.
Oh, the Art of
factory
Chocolate.
maker.
What is that? Is that a show? Art of Chocolate?
I don't know, but I follow a guy who's like a French.
Oh, people are
chocolate
gonna
guy.
like this one
That's pretty.
for their medieval.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is nice too. This is like Lord of the Rings. And then we have Camping
Oh, that's
Adventure.
Oh, that's cool.
I like it when they make the base very rounded, like the Camping Adventure grounded.
So,
Nice.
are they gonna choose one out of these?
5 sets models are chosen by fans as well as input and
Or are they making
crowdfunding.
all of these? All 5? I'm not sure.
Not sure.
On the last release, I thought they only did 3.
Hmm.
So they have to select from that.
They're probably gonna go 1, 2, 3. I don't know. What do you guys think?
You don't think Camping Adventure is gonna make it? They have to make it like different price points too.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's true. This could be
Yeah.
like Breaking Bad.
yeah. No.
Oh, so
Harbor Master.
so it's called Harbor Master.
Office.
Harbor Master, and then we have the Art of Chocolate. There's bigger photos now.
Mm.
Forest Stronghold. Oh, there's
Damn,
a zip
that's a
line.
big,
Cool.
expensive set.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
That bridge is nice.
Look at the tree. How they made the tree here.
Looks like licorice.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm not even sure what piece this is.
Those are the cylinders, like the noodles.
Oh.
Oh,
I
I,
see,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
thought there was a slit here, but I
Yeah.
guess that's just the shine. Interesting.
Yeah, the trees are nice actually.
This is the one Harold likes, Camping Adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's simple. It's
Look
actually
at the
kinda cool.
s'mores. Yum.
Oh yeah, that's roasting marshmallows.
Yeah.
What's this big chair?
It's
that
like your
anoronic-
camper chair.
anoronic
No, it's just
chair?
a camper chair
Camping
that
chair,
folds
outdoor
out.
chair.
Oh,
Foldable.
like
Watch
a
your kid
fold
for
out,
soccer,
fold
yeah.
up. Okay,
We need to
gotcha.
get one of those.
And then Lost City.
Yeah, you can add that to your riffing
Yeah,
down.
that's nice.
Yeah, I
Although
like
I
that
feel like
one.
it's like an explorer. Like it looks like an Indiana Jones.
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever,
this is
looking
Indiana Jones.
into
Yeah.
the
Or
ruins.
Legend of Zelda.
Yeah,
You
legends.
could-
I like the greens that they use for the rooftops. Like it's
Yeah,
mossy, algae.
yeah, they use the slopes here.
Very nice.
Good. What else do we have? Last day for Lego Insider was November 20.
Hmm.
Oh, look, the mugs were sold out.
Oh,
Oh, did you
boo!
get
Forgot about
those?
that.
Me too.
Yeah, we got.
Is that gonna be part of my Christmas present that I don't know about?
Well, now you'll know
Now you know
about
about
it. So,
Gift purchases.
yeah, that's how I got this. Remember, you asked how many? Because I got
Oh.
it too. For
tricky.
when I got
Nicky.
this, I got the Spider-Man mosaic for this.
Spider-Man.
See, I've been waiting for that Spider-Man mosaic for like something like this.
All the gift purchases. This is a long scroll.
I know this repeating himself,
Wow.
Alan. Oh, I think this is it. This is
Yeah.
we talked about this
I
last
see.
time.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, I was like, "Hey, look, Mayo train." All right,
Yes.
all right. So, what are you up to this weekend, Ryan?
Not much. I got to do some yard work. We were having rain, and now yesterday and
guys-
today. What's
You
that?
guys don't get snow, right? In
No,
Oregon?
we still do. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Oh, you do.
Like today was the first day below freezing. So
Yeah, we had some speckle of snow today earlier, and I'm like, no,
it's too soon.
it's too
Nah.
soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it holds off at least for
Yeah.
a few more weeks.
Yeah.
But I want to get up all the leaves and the pine
Mhm.
needles and all that stuff. I already did one round of it about 2 weeks ago, so
yeah.
I gotta do it again
Yeah.
and be winterized and ready to go. So
Yeah.
that's
No,
probably all I'm
exactly.
doing.
Well, it's interesting because like I feel it has been warmish, like less cold, really moving up to now. That a lot of our backyard plants are still greenish.
Mm.
Like I think I will have to cut down our hostas. I cleared out the hostas earlier this week at the front, but in the back we still have some plants that I feel bad cutting them down like back to the ground because I'm like,
You're
oh, you guys are
still
still trying,
thriving.
you're still photosynthesizing. No, and there's even like we have what's it called, the black-eyed Susans, and there's still like 3 with blooms, like flowers, and I'm like, I can't kill you. But yeah, a lot of things too are dying, so I gotta do that.
Murderer Maria. That's what you're going to be known as.
Which one?
Murderer Maria.
I know,
within the foliage community.
It does hurt me to do this. Harold, what are you guys up to?
I mean, I'm just not want to go back to work on Monday.
Were you off this whole week?
Yeah, it's actually been kind of nice. I had like almost 5 days off.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah.
I
But
had today
tomorrow
off.
I'm going to my local toy shop to see what they have. They're supposed to have like deals all day today or all day tomorrow. So
Oh, very good.
Nice.
see what goodies I find over there.
So
You could show us next week.
dangerous. So dangerous.
How about us? What are we doing?
Nothing much. Just Hayden basketball.
He has basketball. We can't watch yet, right? This week.
No.
I think we can watch next week.
No, my
They restrict the parents, Ryan, for only
Yeah.
one week per month that
one
we can
weekend
watch
per month.
Oh wow.
the actual
What'd
the
you
actual
do?
game.
I don't know. Something must have happened.
It's because the games are played at a high school and they don't want parents roaming.
It's
Oh
the school
yeah.
board. It's the school board ruling.
Whereas like the practices are at a community center, so we can watch practices. But
Yeah, but we went to IKEA today earlier with my mom and the boys. The boys had a PA day, so I usually try to get the day off to hang out with them. But my mom wanted to redo her extra room again and buy an extra cabinet. And Mason's always our go-to builder. So he spent about a couple of hours, and then he said, "I had to tap out." Like it was just, I guess, a bit more of a complicated build than what he's used to. And
what is it?
It's a 3-drawer chest,
Oh,
black. It's
okay.
another, for clothes and stuff. But I feel like every time I'm at my mom's house, there's many things that I want to help her declutter. But it's like,
Yeah.
oh, why do you have this still? Let's maybe it's time to recycle it. And she's very, you hold on to things, right? Like she's already had to downsize a few years ago. But we probably have to go back, and he has to finish a couple more of the drawers and stuff.
Ryan, before we sign out, what would you like to plug?
Hey,
The
Fall
producer
After
of-
Dark
Yeah.
on Saturdays. What is it? 9:45 Eastern ish to 6:45 Pacific ish. Tune in. Expect some fun, some probably not so appropriate comments to be made.
Bring your
And
drink-ish.
what's that?
Bring your own drink-ish.
Yes, and definitely be ready to do some shots. So I'm lucky. I get to hide in the background, so nobody has to see me in my stupor. So, yep, that would
Behind the scene.
Yep. So,
And where can people find you on the socials?
really just on Instagram as of right now. I'm thinking of possibly doing a channel, maybe in the future, but I kind of want to sort it all out in my head and see where it leads me. So,
Nice.
Yeah, very cool.
We're gonna say our goodbyes.
Oh yes. So this was our champagne episode because 45. I don't know. But special thanks to those who chatted and joined us in the chat today, especially Stead Sidious, ACOB, Andrew Phillips, Armand, PNG Bricks, Brick Jedi, Butt Chop 2021, Lego Team B, and of course Brick Hive right at the front. Please stay tuned again for next Friday, which is December 1st. How did this month just go whiz by?
Crazy.
I know. In the meantime, keep your leaves off the lawn.
Yep. And thanks again, Ryan, for hanging out with us this Friday night.
So nice to meet you.
Until
too.
next time. Christmas and bye.
Bye. Oh my God, one day it'll be actually Christmas.
I know.